Hi! We're here. We've been. I mean, it's been muted, but we have been live. And hi, we're here. Yeah, hi.
Everyone's waiting in bated anticipation for Brendan to say hi as he starts
We'll do it live.
It's okay. I
We'll
typically
do it
have
live.
my stream run for like 3-4 minutes, anyways, before I even show up.
There's no words there.
Happy New Year, chat. You're all looking like
That's for my normal
snacks
stuff,
today.
Yeah, it's
everyone's
the
a
new year.
snack.
Welcome to the first 2022 stream of our Elyssia.
Happy freaking 2022.
First 2022
Yeah.
stream
Better
of
than
my
2021.
channel.
Well, welcome to the stream where we watch Arthur eat every item on Chick-fil-A for all of us to enjoy.
Yeah.
No D&D tonight, just Arthur eating Chick-fil-A. That's the
Right.
session.
I'm gonna
kidding.
cosplay as my character eating Chick-fil-A. It'll be great.
You know,
There you go.
if this is still going on at Halloween next year,
We
which
should
I
all
think it might be,
cosplay as our
I think
character.
everyone
Heck
should
yeah.
cosplay as their character. Nick, I swear to God, you need to come in a giant chicken costume.
I'd love it. I would love it.
I'll chip in.
One of
for
those
that.
big
One
chicken
of those like
onesie with the
like one of the
hood.
inflatable ones, like the T-Rexes.
Yeah.
There we
That'd be
go.
even better.
So maybe look forward to that. We'll revisit that when we get 10 months into the year.
If we're even still in
So-
this campaign at that point.
We are right now down one nerdy, but he should be
should be
joining
here.
us shortly.
Yeah.
So when we start, if you don't see him, expect to see him sooner or later. I haven't said this in a while because of time reasons, but I'm saying it now. If you like what we do, follow this stream, follow Renakai 5. If you love what we do, subscribe, give us money, give me money so I can go out and buy more anime figures.
There you go.
That's the
expensive.
only thing that I want
That's
this
the
money
dream.
for.
That's
That's
the
the
dream.
dream. I don't want to eat. I don't want to sleep. I don't want to have a house to live. I just want to buy more figures.
That's right.
But other than that, you know how it is. So let's go ahead and roll on into our stream. Let me give you some music.
Roll the tape.
You're
Roll
good.
tape.
Some music.
Pull the lever.
Oh, the lever, Gronk.
There it is.
There it is.
That movie's great. 10 out of 10.
True.
It is.
Give
Newly
it a
released. If you
rewatch.
haven't seen Emperor's New Groove, new Disney movie, go see it. It's pretty
The
good.
newest movie
Very
ever
solid.
made by Disney. Emperor's
We
New
recommend it.
It came
Definitely
out
not
20
for
minutes ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
just came out. We finished
Oh,
watching it as a group right here. Yeah,
We
watched
have
it
an
at 10 times speed.
exclusive announcement right here on the Elyssia stream.
Because we are sponsored by the latest Disney Plus Emperor's New Groove.
Yep.
Emperor's New Groove.
Offline, there will be no music till he comes back online. Sad.
Oh,
Sad
yeah.
emoji.
All right, I'll just beatbox in the background.
Yeah, there you go.
Do it.
You know,
It's
I
probably
will
doing an
say,
update or something.
hearts out to our old rhythm bot who is like 99% consistent. I think there's
Yeah.
only like 1 or 2 times I've
He
had him
killed
down.
it. It's so good.
This new bot, like I can still stream music from. The
It's like
beginning, but
the new Journey frontman. It's like he's just
Yeah.
not Steve Perry. Like he's
just
great.
not-
He does what he needs to, but he's just not Steve Perry. And then when you watch him on New Year's, you're like, wait, was that the original guy? No, he's way too young, but he sounds really old.
Is it still the guy from the Philippines?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's actually I really like him. I think he's pretty good. He's not.
No,
I mean,
I know. Right.
he's not like Steve Perry in terms of like the sound and stuff, but I think he was a decent pick for their.
Agreed. Like I said, it's great. It's Discount Journey is wonderful.
Welcome to the Journey stream where we talk about all things
Jeez.
Journey. 24 hours of Journey.
Well, they performed
Journey
for
all
New
the time.
Year's at Dick Clark's New Year's. So
I didn't know that.
I didn't know
We were
that.
busy. We were busy playing Marvel Champions with my in-laws and
Yeah.
desperately losing to Green Goblin because
There you
that
go.
Green
fight
Goblin
is
destroyed us.
Which
bonkers.
one did you do? The mutagen
Risky
formula?
Business.
Risky
Okay.
business. And
Risky
we
Business
actually-
bodied us.
We got him down to like 35 hit points in his last like phase,
Yeah, in phase
but
3,
we
yeah.
just couldn't hold out. It was like skin of the teeth
so
the
rough.
entire fight. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
I'm just
no
intense.
bot. If it
It
comes
was.
back online, I will
I should
fire
be
him
back
on
online
up.
soon.
Yeah. If not,
Usually
you'll
these
just-
things go down for maintenance.
just-
Like,
what you need to do
15,
is just
20
go on your preferred streaming service, whether that's Amazon Music or Spotify or even
YouTube
YouTube, and
Music.
just type in the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring soundtrack, and just play it in the background, and you'll basically have the exact same
We're
experience.
also
Probably-
What do you mean,
sponsored by Lord
Ethan?
of the
You were
Rings.
gonna
probably
play.
better than the music that I provide us.
You were gonna play Olivia Rodrigo Sour album in the background. What are you talking
I
about?
don't even know who that is. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, Ethan.
I just said
Stick
that.
to those Gen Zers.
Yeah, I just said I spent
Gen
my money on
Zers.
anime figures. I'm not allowed to know what real culture is.
look
How
at the
about
part
the
where
slides,
anime
though?
is
Anyway.
like the big thing
How
right
about the
now.
slides?
Everyone loves anime.
I know. It's like actually popular for like,
Actually
like,
pop
sort
culture
of
now.
mildly. All right.
Anyways,
Now that
With that,
we've thoroughly you know,
Derailed
gone off the
everything.
rails as usual.
Yeah,
Let's
little
go ahead and get
multi-track
started.
drifting.
My because it's on, I'll say its name. My Alexa is currently glowing at me, and I think it's listening to what I'm saying, and it's kind of creeping me out.
Jeff
But
Bezos
anyways,
really is a fan of the stream.
I hope if
Yes,
Jeff
he is.
Bezos, if you're in the stream right now, donate $1 million.
You and your beautiful baby head.
Yeah, we love you. You know, I'm
my
excited
gosh.
for when you drink their blood and you fuck their wives and all that other.
I'm
good
I'm
stuff.
actually really excited for some of that sweet lawsuit money for the Alexa that told the little girl to put the quarter in the live
Yeah.
socket.
Give me
I'm
a
excited
sound,
for it.
Alexa. Kill yourself.
I did not know that was
All
a
right,
thing.
back on the rails.
That
Let's
is-
go.
Back on the rails. Back
Interesting.
on the rails. So
Try to start for 20 minutes.
yeah, in the well, technically we started at I think 7:40, so
True,
it's been
true.
10. But so, anyways, in the last stream, the party who was still on Ansem's ship, the Dusk Star, separated. You had Joel and Sentinel with one group, and then everyone else on their own, obtaining the Force Nage, which is needed to access the force field erected by the Necromancers in the Stein Tower. So Arthur, Darby, Darian, and Jamie, along with their new hobbling buddy Skipper, were being led by Skipper out the quote-unquote back way of the ship, which, if you've seen Star Wars, turned out to be a trash chute. And I will say right now, I called this the Dusk Star, and the whole trash chute thing was a coincidence. I did not think Dusk Star, Death Star, trash chute. I'm throwing it out
Honestly,
there
I
because
never. I didn't realize that either until you just
I
now
didn't
said
think
that.
about
That's
it
great.
until I was like
That is
laying
good.
in bed to go to bed that night, and the lights were out and my mind was wandering. I went, well, shit. I made a coinky dink there, but that was not an intentional coinky
I
dink.
did not
So
even think
That
about
was
if
the
you
that.
best
thought it was,
kind.
Yeah.
yes, it is. But anyways, so the party ended up in this trash suit. They managed to find a way to get it open. There was like a rope ladder attached in there to in case someone had gotten stuck in there and needed to get out. So they're climbing down this rope ladder. They're like 30 feet off the ground from the Goddess Lake. Well, if everyone recalls from the session prior to last session, Sentinel and Joel ended up in the elevator cage, and it got shot off its chain by Ansem, so they're free falling towards the earth. Uh, their cage got wrapped up in that rope ladder, tore it right off, plunged everyone into the Goddess Lake. Party managed to get themselves to shore, go off and hide in the woods while some bugbears and Ansem leave the Dusk Star with Jayla and Tetra in tow as prisoners. Everyone's kind of like, oh man, what are we going to do? Our friends are in trouble. We have the Force Nage. And lo and behold, the party has the glorious idea of hijacking Ansem's airship and taking it for a joyride, which the airship is being evacuated given the attack that happened or the battle that happened on the bridge or on the deck. And the party is able to get their way up onto the Dusk Star's deck again by lying that Darian had lost a inebriated lady up there. And he went off with one of the bugbears to find this so-called woman. And while everyone else went to figure out how to fly this thing, Jamie decided to be the one to take the reins on the controls, which they found not the actual ship's wheel controls, but a control group underneath the ship's wheel in like a compartment. And they took it for a joyride. They went all around the Vanatirian Peninsula. It took him a second to figure out how to fly it, but Jamie got it eventually. He kind of figured out what the ups and the downs and the accelerator were on that thing. And that ended with them crashing the ship into the Goddess Lake. Rams it right into the lake. Abandoned ships. It sinks. 11 hobblings die. I rolled for that. But everyone else, all of our favorite people are okay. They all managed to make it to shore.
Somehow.
Ansem leaves Highwater and is emotionally crushed that his famed ship, his flamed flying airship, the only one in the entire world of Elyssia, that he went on this like mythic quest to find a lone item and a bunch of people he knows died, just was crashed into a lake. And our party did that, everyone.
Yeah, that's right.
We destroyed a
So
man's
with this,
dreams.
yep. So with this, they all head back to Pazzo's Pizza, where Jayla runs into them, informs them she was able to use her clout as champion to avoid having any like major repercussions against her. But Tetra's currently in jail, and that the party doesn't really have any time to dawdle here. Ansem will be on their tail, and they need to use the Force Nage to break into the Stein Towers. Darian, not too thrilled that the ship was crashed into the lake and that people died, stormed off in a fit of rage and decided he was going to stay apart from the rest of the group. So Joel went off to get him. They had a very interesting little exchange where Joel proceeded to be his obnoxious, love me self and said, I have friends that can help us. He took Darian to this beast person's parlor or bar where he tried to convince them to act as bait or a distraction at the Stein Tower so the party could more easily break in. Basically, the only reason it worked is because Darian has antlers and was more or less like, I guess I'm kind of like you guys. And through some convincing, the beast people agreed to assist. So the party is back at Pazzo's Pizza with Jayla, and they are prepared to head to the Stein Tower. But before we go, is there anything anyone wants right now?
Let me do an arrow check. I got a lot.
I would ask our good Dr. Jamie Watts. Let me double check. I want to see if his character feed on Beyond is updated with his items.
I don't think he's used a health potion in a minute.
No, I think he stocked him up.
Yeah,
so-
he's been making them too, so I want to say he's okay, but well,
He might need
I
his
guess
med kit restocked too, though. I don't know.
I don't think he restocked his med kit not long ago. I don't know if he needs his med
I don't know if
kit.
he's
He
used
said,
it at all since then, but
when he comes back on stream, I'll ask him, and we can retroactively say he bought them. So, what do people need, if anything?
I
honestly,
need about 50 scrolls of power word kill.
yeah, I could use probably about a good 50, 60
may
of
be
those.
difficult to find in Highwater. You can ask around though.
I have exactly 9 gold. I'm sure I can buy
Yeah.
them.
I'm broke as
Yes.
shit too because they charged
I'm
me
not.
to be unpetrified, which was super nice of them. So
I am not.
Yeah,
but
I'm
my
sure
money is for other purposes.
I'm sure there's a business here in Highwater that has power word kill scrolls on sale for 1 gold apiece, where you can buy 9 of them.
Honestly, the only thing that I need or would
if the DM
want,
gives you that, you know you're effed.
is
Matter,
not
I
going
want the
to
game
be
to end.
particularly
Fair.
useful in the dungeon anyways, so I'm not really concerned about it yet.
What is it that you want?
The charlatans die.
Yeah, it's not gonna help you in this
Yeah,
dungeon.
I know.
You know, while
That
I'm
is-
thinking of it, because I'm looking at my inventory and it
Because
is
that's just
bogged
I don't know
down.
why I haven't bought one already.
Can I sell my old leather armor?
Yeah, what's
It says the
it
cost
give-
is 10 gold.
10
Would be
gold
like-
on the old leather armor. Oh wow, that's a really good roll. They will give you 7 gold for it.
Dang, that almost doubles my cash stack. Let's go.
You're gonna sell it?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I got-
So Darian, you sell your original piece of leather armor.
I will take it. Thank you.
All right. Do you need any arrows, Arthur? Do you need any bullets or anything like that?
I have
Oh, Arth-
18 still, so I'm pretty good.
Pretty good.
Arthur, did you get the? I think I found what 2 bullets last session. I think I gave them to you already.
I believe I've added them to my stash. If
okay.
not, they'll
I think
replenish
we-
the 2 that I gave the Joel. So
I think we handled that already.
Wanna
Yes,
say we
Joel's
did.
also packing, which I think only Arthur knows at this point, but Joel is packing heat with a pistol with
I know,
2
I was there.
shots in it.
I have 20.
Oh yeah,
pounds
you
of
were there,
Caltrops.
Darby. That's right.
So I didn't really say anything. I was just kind of there.
Joel also has a
Brothers.
battle axe, if I remember, unless he's
Yes.
not taking that anymore.
He is taking his battle axe. Do not expect Joel to use his battle axe. It's a ceremonial battle axe to make him feel like he's cool.
I don't expect
I did
Joel to do anything.
Just as an awareness for the party too, I still have my oil of sharpness and my Nightcaller whistle. So
And I have 20 pounds of caltrops.
And I have a 24-piece silverware set where each piece is worth 1 gold apiece.
Would you like to sell that?
Honestly, I don't know why it's even in here, so yes.
You'll take 12 gold for it. Each one's worth half.
That's
We need to
fine.
liquidate our assets.
Yeah, I'll take the 12 GP.
did
we
you
might not
steal it
return
from
it.
the
You probably stole from the noble, or at some point, maybe when you guys were in the Holy City.
that or
Yeah.
the governor's mansion or
No,
the
I
Holy
didn't.
City
No,
or
Darby
from the-
doesn't
Somebody-
like really like pickpocket
Somebody in
or
chat,
steal like
watch
crazy
the
like that.
VODs. All of them.
I'm
all of
assuming
them.
we found
yeah.
it in the Holy City, and that's why I have it. And I
Could've
just
been.
forgot to sell it because it's kind of was buried in my inventory a little bit.
Chat, if you supply us what episode and what timestamp Darby found the found this silverware set, we will make a call out to you. in
I
our
will
next-
gift
that's
you
not what we
3
know.
months of subs. I will gift
No,
you 3
actually-
months.
There you
of
go.
subs.
Daring will give 3 months of subs to the person who finds the silverware.
Better yet, because we know only one person is watching. We will dedicate an entire episode to Aster and Darian.
Oh,
if you find it.
We
Yeah,
have it
Darian
already.
Hour.
I'll,
Yep.
I'll even get my suit on for that one.
Oh,
There you
dang.
go. I'll put fairy wings and a dress on for you. How's that
Yeah,
sound?
perfect.
She's a charlatan style.
You guys are gonna have to get off the stream because it's about to get dirty.
It's gonna get real nasty. All right. Anyways,
I don't have a cost
so if everyone is
associated.
all good item wise, and we're done, we're done getting super off rail this session.
Let's go.
So Jayla and Joel, joining you guys, head off to the Stein Towers on the second layer. It's not super far from where Pazos is, but there's kind of an area in on the second layer here where generally it's residential. There's a lot of homes and whatnot of not necessarily rich people, but people who can afford homes in Highwater. There is a collection of towers known as the Stein Towers. Jayla is kind of able to give you some of this information here that these towers were once mages' towers long ago, right around the time Highwater was founded and turned into a floating city from its former seaside town. At one point, this mages association occupied these towers and used them as a base of operations for all of the Vanatirian Peninsula and stretched out into the northern frozen kingdoms of Olin and far into the south. Now that the world has become more fragmented and more strange, the towers have been long abandoned as the Mages Association has moved themselves to Pragla, where they have established a well-known magic school to train up-and-coming mages and sorcerers. So you guys approach through the snowy night here in Highwater. Again, a light snowfall drifts down from the sky. And as you step through it, you leave brief footprints that are only there for a blink as snow quickly fills them in. The Stein Towers, which sit towards the end of the edge of the second layer, stand tall and proud despite their age. The care in the towers, and a nerdy has arrived.
Yes.
Hey, I'm here.
I'll
Thank
give
you
him
for being
one-
with me.
Well, actually, I have a question for you, nerdy.
Oh yeah.
Nice haircut.
You guys are headed off to the Stein Towers, which I was just describing, but is there anything you'd like to buy before you guys go?
Ooh. I don't think so.
We were thinking more about your healer's kit.
Yeah,
if
is your
you
healer's
need
kit
any
all
more,
topped
like,
up? I don't remember.
charges, but
Oh yeah. Let me double check here. I will pull up my.
because you've been making potions like crazy and buying them, so I figured you were
Yeah,
okay there.
but the potions are just. I was selling those at cost.
Yeah,
to
the ones he was
people
making
of
with
Highwater.
Good
the
point.
kids.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's kind of like a
A business
even.
thing.
That's a business thing. Inventory. My healer's kit is currently topped off.
Alright,
Beautiful.
cool.
So I don't actually, but I would actually probably want to check out the other potion store and see if there are any potions that I might want to buy.
Let me see how many.
actual
Are you
potion.
looking for standard healing or greater healing?
I'm looking for whatever they have
Whatever.
because the water breathing one
Thank
came in handy last time. So,
So,
that's why I was
Actual
wondering.
potion.
Right now,
potions.
they have 4 standard potions of healing and 1 potion of greater healing.
Do they have anything out? He's
Okay.
looking for like outside of healing potions. Any other like odd and end potions?
As of right now, they do not. Just healing.
Okay, kind of figured that's normally what you would use potions for. I could probably. I actually. I have a lot of potions of standard potions of healing. How much is the greater potion of healing?
150 gold pieces, I believe.
Jeez.
That's why we're learning to make them ourselves. Yeah.
Excuse me. I was incorrect. I looked up 100 gold pieces.
That's still a lot.
I'm still
It's still-
good.
Still
I'm
tapped
good.
out.
Oh, that's
Alright.
still
I could
right.
comfortably
Man.
buy 4 of those, and that's it. And then I'm
Hey,
broke,
That's
Broke,
really
but I'm not doing that.
I could buy a quarter of one.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Man, you
lot
guys
of
spend your
money.
money like crazy.
Technically, our party funds are 375 gold, so we still have as like a separate. So outside of my own gold,
Yeah,
we
still
have
the big-
375 sitting on
It's our
the side.
shared bank
yeah,
account.
the shared bank for
Yeah.
the inn.
But even still, I don't think it's worth it as a
No.
frank.
Yeah, just
so I
letting you
think
know.
yeah, thank you. That's good to
Yep.
know, actually.
That is
All
good
right,
to
but I'm
know.
good.
I kind of forget that we have the.
I'm set to do stuff.
All right. So you guys will head to the Stein Towers as normal. As I was describing, it is a snowy night as you guys make your way to these towers here on the second layer. The snow falls at a relatively slow pace, just enough to fill in your footsteps as you walk towards them. These towers sit on the outside or at the edge of the second layer, spiraling up over the wall that protects people from going over the edge of this layer of high water. From the top of them, you suspect that you could see out over to a large portion of the Vanatirian Peninsula, unimpeded by high water's high walls. The towers have a dark gangliness to them, almost otherworldly, almost dark, perhaps at one time even evil. However, they give you no such feeling as you approach them. In total, there seems to be 4 towers, with a 5th one erected in the middle, standing highest above all of them. This tower is the most twisted of the lot, and bears an old mage's crest that has long been in non-use by the Mages Association.
Does there appear to be for lack of better terms, an entrance, or does it look like they're just solid towers?
There are doors into all 5 of these towers that are at the base of them. And as you guys approach,
Ugh.
keeping your distance and sort of standing back from the general eyesight of anyone who could be looking, there do seem to be several guards that are, or maybe not, I shouldn't say guards, but there seem to be people milling about these towers.
No beast people?
I was
You do
about to
not
ask
know these
Joel,
people. They are
but-
not. They are not high water guard. They are not the beast people that Joel summoned for. They just seem to be men, specifically of both human, elven, dwarven, Gorg race, in different outfit types. All of
Are
them
they?
bearing.
Oh, different outfits.
All of them bearing black sashes.
How many
There's
are there?
Some uniform.
7.
All right.
Oh, jeez, a lot of
I'm
people.
going to scoop up a little bit of this because you said it's snowing currently, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna scoop up some snow with my tail, kind of ball it up so it makes more of an ice
The
chunk.
snow is not the packing kind of snow. It is a loose, dry snow. So as you try to pack it, Arthur, it just slips through your tail.
Is there beneath it, like obviously I'm assuming the street's like cobblestone or like at least
Yes.
pebble, any sort
It
of
is cobblestone.
is there some sort of, I don't wanna say rubble, but is there some sort of like loose stone I can grab?
Yeah,
Take a
so
hold
the,
of?
the cobblestone extends like the road, but off to the sides in front of businesses, there's general dirt and foliage and stuff like that that's been planted to beautify the city.
Okay. Something I can just pack together, something throwable essentially.
Yeah, if you want to find some dirt, you're kind of able to pack together some dirt and
Okay.
whatnot.
I'm going to kind of from my position try not to be obvious. I'm not going to stand like right in front of the towers and do this, but I'd like to kind of like underhand pitch like a ball of this at the towers to kind of see if the thing we need to use the force nage on is like ever present or something that like comes up when attacked. So just kind of identify, because I've never been over to these towers before.
Yeah.
We were just told we need
Sure.
this force nage. So now kind of being hindsight being 2020, we could have been bullshitted and we might be able to just get into these towers. I'm just gonna try and see the
Arthur,
force field in action.
You ball up this like dirt snow concoction ball and you lob it towards the towers. Give me a sleight of hand to see how well or secretly you throw this, unless you're being completely obvious with this throw.
No, I was trying to be like underhanded. So that's gonna be a 14.
14. So Arthur, you're kind of
Okay.
you pack this together. You find a decent spot where these black sashed folk are kind of milling about, where they don't really see you, and you just give it a light lob, and you see the ball fly to about 5 feet away from the tower. Maybe more like 10 feet away from the tower, actually, to give some people some breathing room. And as the ball hits this field, it immediately just disintegrates. It's like it passed through fire, and as you watch the ball hit, if you could slow time down, you'd actually watch it like just vanish as it collides with the thing into nothing, and a bit of water vapor evaporates into the air.
Shit. Okay. So it's an offensive shield. Just as a block, it'll assault whatever hits it. Interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
So
We got it.
guys, how do we want to do this? Do we want to take these guys out? Do we want to try and because my thing is I'm not sure how this force nage works. So I'm assuming it's not just going to turn off this force field. I'm assuming it's going to render it useless. So there's gonna be a lot of attention on whoever uses it. We can
we-
take these guys
Do
out
we
and
know
then use it.
how to use it?
Use the force stage.
Yeah, do we know how to use it?
You don't specifically, but it relatively looks simple enough. Essentially, you kind of just pull a lever. There's like one lever on it that goes up and down.
And when you pull the lever, what happens?
That you do
Wait,
not
take-
know.
I'm
So
assuming
we
it
don't
takes.
even know.
No, we were just told we
Correct.
needed the
Yeah, we
force
needed
nation to
it.
take down this. So I'm assuming it's going to assault this because I just threw dirt at it and it didn't just like bounce off. It like literally disintegrated the dirt. So I'm assuming this is going to come down and it's going to be noticed. So whoever's like, I've got it on me, but if you want me to use it, they're going to know where I'm at immediately. So I can kind
We
of like
can-
step out, use it, and have you guys in another position to attack from like the side once these guys realize what I'm doing.
We also have a diversion coming.
Correct.
Do we?
Antlers is right. We did it.
Okay.
Also,
So where are they?
But- what I'm thinking is though, if it's just a lever,
Mhm.
we can just have anybody pull it. You don't have to pull it. And
That's
then
fair.
if we have a distraction coming, we say, "Hey, right before you start doing whatever you're doing, pull this lever." And then it's done, and then we can all focus on getting into the tower. Now, I don't know if we'll need it to get back out, which is why I was trying to figure out what exactly it does.
We don't know how long it takes to work either. Is the problem.
Exactly.
We don't know if
Yeah.
it'll
So like,
take it down.
I just
for
don't.
2
My thing
minutes
is
or
we
2
worked a
hours.
lot to get this. I'd hate to leave this up to somebody we don't necessarily know or trust to get done either. And from what Joel was explaining on the way over here, because I'm assuming Joel told us about the distraction.
Correct.
The distraction, the people weren't like, "Hey, let's meet up and talk about what we're going to do." It's just like we're gonna show up and be a distraction. I'm not sure we're even gonna meet up with them.
Yeah, so I mean, we could just wait it out just for a few extra minutes, see if they pop up, and then Jayla's with us,
Take
right?
a-
Yeah, Jayla's there as well.
Does she
Maybe
know
take a
how
look at this force
Force
nage.
Nage works?
I mean,
Yeah.
I can take a look at it. I've seen some magical items before.
All right, I'll toss it over to her.
All right, so Jayla's gonna take a quick gander at the force nage. Huh? Good roll for her. So she's examining that right now, and as you guys are having this discussion, Darian, out of the corner of your eye, you actually see coming down the road in the opposite way a collection of beast people, lions, tigers, panthers, different kind of
Oh
cat-esque people walking down. Yes, oh my, bears, walking this way,
Bear.
kind of in a very like pomp and stance sort of way. They're acting like they own this street right now. And
Yes,
as
they should.
the guards of the Stein Towers here, as these gentlemen who are milling about kind of see them, they stare at these beast people. There's about 10 of them walking on by. And one of the beast people catches the guy staring at him from the corner of his eyes, and he looks at him and he goes, "Well, what are you doing? You looking at me? You looking at me, you little fuck? What do you think you're doing over there?" He immediately begins kind of like making his way towards this guy, and these black sashed uh people kind of just glance at each other like, what the hell do these guys want? And the beast person stops and he hits something, and he's kind of brushes his nose. You can kind of see some singeing on his fur. What we got here, boys? Look at what we got here. Bloody invisible wall, like a bunch of pussies. Little mama's boys who can't come out and fight their own battles. Pathetic, if you ask me. What do you say, boys? Why don't we applaud the pathetic little men who can't come out and fight their own battles, can't confront the fear of death? They kind of hurling these insults, and these gentlemen that stand behind this force field look at each other, and they've been having a little fun with a bottle tonight. It's a nice snowy night in high water. Nothing's gonna happen tonight. And you actually see them step out from the force field. Like
That's
nothing.
mistake.
would
That
It's
works.
like they just walk through solid air, or I guess not solid air, but they walk through air basically. They kind of get up in the face of these beastmen. They
That's
start
okay.
hurling the insults back. Oi, so little kitty wants to come here and play, wants to have a little bit of fun. I think I've got a ball of string and some yarn around here. I can chuck down the alleyway. You go play with it. Go ruffle it up a little bit. And that doesn't sit too well with the beast folk. Kind of look back at each other and they go, oh, they think Kitty wants to play, do they? He grabs the guy right by his shirt collars and hoists him up in the air and chucks him. Just halfway across the street. Guy hits the ground, bounces a couple times, and immediately they get into this huge fist fight. These 10 beastmen and these 7 elves, humans, and dwarves, and like 2 gourds just beating the shit out of each other right now. And that's what you see. Joel's
Alright.
kind of like, that's my boys.
So, do you know how this thing works, Jayla?
Fire away, Jayla.
Well, if I were to guess, I think you pull this lever here. And she kind of points
Really?
to a lens that seems to be in the center of this device. I'm thinking that there's some magical crystal or something that's in here. When the lever's pulled, it's going to unleash some type of magical energy that's, I believe, going to make an opening within the force field that we can get through. And judging from what those guys just did, I don't necessarily think we need anything to get out either.
I would agree.
So it's
deal.
one way. Okay.
Might not
Alright.
be bad to bring it with us, though, just in case.
I think we should be able to. I just need to. And she kind of walks up to the force field, flips the lever, and immediately it like starts to vibrate and spark, and this blinding yellow light like bursts out of it, and it strikes this shield that's been put around these Stein towers. And you can actually see that this light hit this field. It's stopped. It's right there. It can't go through. And slowly the light begins to widen and widen and widen until there's about an 8-foot hole from ground 8 feet up that you can step through.
Go, 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 go,
I
go.
think it's time to go.
Let's go.
Jamie, you're
Yeah,
muted.
Jamie, you're
Yeah, Jamie's muted.
Jamie.
Okay. I was gonna say so this wasn't designed with subtlety in mind. I see.
No, the
No.
good thing we had the distraction.
Yes, they usually aren't.
Ancient
right,
magical
yeah.
items rarely are.
Yeah,
Force
Yeah.
engage. I said it's kind of in the
Force
name.
yeah. It's very
So you
guys-
forceful.
You guys book your way on through the force field. Jayla taking up the rear, and she jumps through, still holding onto the force nage. And as she passes into the force field and flips the lever back up, the light immediately cuts out, and you can actually see like the shield, the force field, re-solidify itself. A almost glass-like dome shape appears behind you before it immediately disappears again. You're now within the vicinity of the Stein Towers.
Well,
So how many doors are before? Because I know you said there's basically the way it's set up is there's 4 towers and then 1 in the center.
Correct.
How many towers have doors? Is there just 1?
All of them have doors.
Shit.
oh boy.
All right,
Well,
which
Let
one?
the party.
Yeah, we got 5 doors.
Nice
Can I
towers.
do? Wait, we're looking for the necromancer, right?
Yeah, we're looking for
Yes, we're looking
Xanthro.
for
Yeah.
Xanthro
Yeah,
and the Stone of
your guys are
Amazia.
technically looking for the Stone of Amazia and Marilli, not necessarily Xanthro himself.
But he's probably not going to be far away from
But
them.
so I'm gonna make a perception check
Sure.
for rotting flesh to see if I can smell where
Okay.
maybe there'd be more. Like I'm thinking
Yeah.
if he's
Give
gonna
me
be
a-
somewhere, it'd be
Give
where
me a
dead
roll
bodies
there,
are.
Jamie.
Yeah. See
idea.
perception.
One tower stinks more than the others.
It's
Yeah.
stank.
Oh well, can't get much worse than that. That's a 3.
Ooh.
You just smell Darby. the whole
Everything
time.
smells bad.
So Jamie, you kind of begin to make your walk along the towers and sniffing the doorways. Unfortunately, you don't get much of a change of smell besides the general high water smells of like cinnamon and baked goods and things like that.
Town smells
Okay.
good.
Well,
Oh, well,
It does.
I hope so.
yeah. So then I got that was
All
my
right,
idea.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Where are
Yep.
we going, guys? We need to make a decision.
Well, I have dice. We can just roll a die.
That's as good as plan as any.
All right. How many doors are there? 5?
There's
Yeah.
5. So
Five.
there's 4. So there's 4
4
outlier
towers and then 1
towers,
center tower.
which are shorter than the center tower, which extends beyond them and has like a more twisted kind of gangly shape to it.
I feel
I
like
mean,
he's in that one.
I
Yeah.
do feel like the
If I
center
had to
tower might be
guess,
it.
I guess we
If
go
we had
center.
to guess
but-
which tower had the spiky pink main character hair,
It
It'd
would
be that
definitely be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone else would have normal haircuts with normal hair colors. That's the big
It's
spiky
giving you the
pink one.
Yu-Gi-Oh vibes.
Yeah, that sits next to the
Very
window
Yugi.
always.
You've activated my trap card, everyone.
Well,
it turns out it was one of the other
Yeah,
towers.
it's exactly how it's gonna go.
Well,
but let's go.
as fate would have it as well, I rolled the 5, so tower number 5 being the center
Perfect.
tower, that's the
go.
tower. Fate
And
has
it is.
decided. Lady Luck never lies.
So, all the tower doors are like these double doors that you could pull open or at least push in. They all pull outwards because that's the cool way to enter a building in
course,
this
of
world.
course. Yeah.
Who would like to go in first?
Sentinel?
Me.
I will,
Sentinel,
hold the
alright.
I will hold the door, but I am not going in. I'm gonna go in last.
Yeah,
So,
I'm going
so
near the
Arthur,
back.
you go up, you open the doors, and you kind of hold one of them open. Someone else want to hold the other one. They're double doors.
I'll hold the other one, that's fine.
Darby holds the other one. Sentinel, before you is a black maw. You see no light source. You see nothing but an endless darkness that seems to swallow the very light that touches it.
Nice.
Do you proceed?
Yes, I attack the darkness.
With bravery,
I cast
Sentinel
magic
casts
missile on
magic
the
missile on the darkness. But no, he steps through into the darkness, and you guys kind of watch as Sentinel's head enters, his body enters, his tail plume follows behind, and then Sentinel is gone. Sentinel, you are not in Stein Towers. You actually don't know where you are right now. You exist in a room that is surrounded in glass with a stone door that stands before you. Outside of the gas is a swirling nebulous, as if you sit amongst the stars in an alternate realm, unbeknownst to anyone in Elyssia.
Oh shit! Is he in the astral?
The rest of you just see Sentinel disappear into dark.
Hey, Sentinel? You good?
Sentinel, you are unable to hear them. The only thing you can hear is, honestly, you can't really hear anything.
Well, I was kind of wheeling people in, so I don't know if anybody was following Sentinel or if we were going one at a time. I was kind of just like wheeling people in. So
Darian, you are the next to follow right after Sentinel. And, Sentinel, as you kind of step forward and you look behind you, there is no black maw that takes you back out. This room is solid glass from floor to ceiling, minus the stone door that is set into the far wall. And as you were kind of looking around, you just see Darian kind of pop in out of nowhere, as if at one moment he didn't exist and the next moment he did exist.
Oh, this is a predicament.
Yeah, you could say that. Doesn't look like the inside of a tower.
No, it does not.
who's next after Darian?
It would probably be me, but I don't.
I mean, if nobody wants to go in, that's totally
Yeah, Jamie-
understandable.
Without hearing anybody like responding on the.
It's like,
Oh,
do we?
man.
Yeah, no, I feel the
Jayla
same
takes a
way.
deep breath and goes, "Well, I am the champion after all." And she enters the maw. And then
Third.
obviously Darian and Sentinel, as you guys are kind of conversing and are like, "Where are we?" Jayla pops in out of nowhere.
I'm just gonna look at. I'm gonna look at Jamie dead in the eye and go, "Are you really gonna let the champion outbrave you here?"
Says the guy holding the door.
Hey
I have
man,
an important role here, Jamie.
without
Keep
this
your ass
door
in there.
open, you can't get in.
Because it's a double door. You could definitely. Anyway, I'll just walk in.
Jamie, you're just like, fuck it. And
Like,
you just
might as well
head on
die.
in. Could be your doom. You don't know. But much like the
Might as well
others,
die.
you pop in right behind Jayla in this glass room with a stone door set to the far wall.
Joel.
And Darby and Arthur's, you guys are hold the Joel. Hold the
Joel.
door. Joel is the last of the people who have not entered. He kind of approaches the not swirling, just the blackness before him. And he kind of takes a deep breath. He looks down at the gun that you gave him, Arthur. And he kind of looks to you and he says, this is it, man. Like, fuck. and he just shakes his head and just walks into the blackness.
Arthur's gonna take a deep breath. He's gonna take a gold coin out of his pocket. He's gonna flick it towards Darby, and he's gonna go heads, and he's gonna walk in.
Darby will catch it.
It is tails.
Oh boy. I don't know.
Well,
tell you what
Darby,
this
tell
means.
him though.
Oh wait. I did actually have a question now that everyone's in. Does this door
Yes.
feel somewhat reminiscent? Obviously not fully reminiscent of a wonderful
An
gambling
excellent
man.
question,
but
Darby. Yes.
Would I be like
This
this?
feels
This seems very
incredibly reminiscent to things you've experienced in the past. Perhaps to
Yes.
one Gamar.
yeah, one fancy gambling man. Okay, so I'm not that off put by this. I'm like, oh, this is a Tuesday for me. All right. So Darby's like, all right, we'll just walk in and close the door behind him as best
All
as he
right.
can on his way in.
You'll see that the map has changed. You guys
On the
enter the, or Darby enters the
Last.
endless tunnel,
Bathroom.
and also appears within the glass room. As I described the Sentinel, this room is roughly 15 feet wide by 15 feet tall, basically. It's not a super big room, but it's large enough that you're all able to kind of stand in there comfortably. Glass exists on the walls, the floor, the ceiling, with only a stone door set into the southernmost wall. Around you is a swirling purple nebulous, as if you're floating within inside a purple gas cloud. The stars are all around you, but not in the twinkling bits that you've seen on Elyssia, but large balls of fire, some which exist very close, and many that exist millions and millions of miles away.
Well, this place is quite neat. Huh.
What the hell
Not
is
what I
going on?
expected. Normally it's a little bit fancier on the inside, but this is pretty cool.
Freaking magic.
Oh,
Darby,
open the door.
give
Yes.
me a Arcana check.
Ooh, I get to see if I know things.
An Arcana.
An Arcana. my Arcana's not great, so
I know. I think I know where
Arcana.
this
Yeah,
is. But obviously Arthur's not gonna know.
Arcana.
Oh, that's actually not terrible for how bad my Arcana is. That's a 13.
So, given your connections with Gamar and what you've been in and where you've been, you are in what you believe to be an interdimensional sanctum,
Ooh.
a fortress that exists outside the reality,
Yep.
the physical reality of Elyssia, and resides within its own plane of existence. Here, the user creates what they wish, whether it be a lavish home or a contorted maze.
My
Well, that's not good.
previous statement stands. Normally it's a lot nicer on the inside, but this is still pretty neat.
Can I tap the glass?
Yes, the glass, Jamie, you kind of give a wrap to the glass. It's difficult to discern thickness, as it seems to be the thinnest glass you've ever touched, yet the thickest glass you've ever touched. There's no risk of it breaking and sending you flying out into the ether.
And the space fish on the other end get pretty pissed off.
Yeah. They're looking a little hungry, honestly. Use a snack. Well, we
Anybody
only
want to
have
try
one
the
way
door?
to go, so
Oh, I was already headed towards the door. I'm gonna go open the door.
okay.
So, Darren, I'll
Okay,
let you
what's
open the
the
door,
door?
but I'm going to have everyone give me a exploration initiative, similar to what we used when we were in the Holy City.
Oh,
Been a while since we've done a little dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
11.
I remember right, we just-
That initiative does not add our
Does not
initiative
add
bonus.
does
Straight
not add
die
proficiency
roll.
or dex, excuse me.
So
straight
no
die.
initiative bonus, just straight die.
We
17.
had 11 from Darian. Who's higher?
17.
Anyone better than 17?
We'll see. I don't think so.
Gotta keep that die.
So Joel and
Nope,
Jamie
that's
as well.
7.
7.
Oh,
All right, so
Jamie, Joel
I got
and,
Arthur with a 17. Is there anyone between 17 and 11?
the champion.
Yes.
Sentinel.
14.
Then I'm assuming Darian and Jamie and Darby. What do you guys have?
Got a big 8.
8. And I heard 7 from Jamie.
Then Jayla and Joel. Well, I guess this is
They are-
exploration, so yeah.
Yeah,
Never
they're
mind.
following along. They are not getting
They're here for the ride.
Exploration initiative. Yes,
You
they
just
are
get
here
to
for-
hang out, you weirdos.
Jayla doesn't necessarily look super surprised by what she's seen given her expression. This is more of like all in a day's work, where Joel has his face pressed against the glass as he just kind of gazes out into the abyss of nothingness that resides around you.
I'd hit Joel on the
Speed
shoulder and be
my
like,
death.
"Hey, it's just like Interstellar, am I right?"
That movie is terrible.
What are you two
How would
talking
Darian
about?
know that?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm breaking the fourth wall. But
Darian just magically out of nowhere when
Wait,
he entered the
I
Don't
gotta
door.
get-
break any walls in here, Darian.
I gotta get
Yeah.
back into
Glass.
pissed off Darian mode.
That's true.
You
know, Joe,
Right,
It's-
Darian,
oh,
you
as
said
interesting as it
you
is, it's not
wanted
that cool.
to open the door.
Yes.
So, Darian, you approach the stone door. There are no carvings. There's really nothing on it that would indicate that this door is special. It is a solid slab of stone with a crevice in the middle. And despite it being stone, it sets within the glass perfectly, as if it is one with the glass. No additional creases, no additional markings. It exists with the glass. Kind of place both hands on the stone, give it a firm push, and the stone opens without much effort, extending into a well-lit foyer.
Hmm.
Which I will reveal. Come on, give me my reveal area thing. There we go. You guys like my little
The one little nub there.
nub there? There, it's gone.
Oh, dang it.
Dang,
Oh,
we don't
the
have a
nub.
spoiler that there's a space right
no,
here.
No spoiler. Darian, before you, you see
Oh, that's right.
a foyer, a welcoming bit of space with marbled floors. An insignia of a dragon is etched into it. Torches hang along the walls, providing ample lighting. There's a sweet warmth that resides throughout the walls and the hall.
I'll step in.
All right, go ahead and move your pawn where you would like to step into. So as you step into this spot,
You immediately fall. No.
yes, you immediately die.
The floor collapses and you die.
Step down
Ceiling
onto
collapses.
you
Of
step
course.
down onto the marble, and as your foot touches it, you hear almost a ding, and it echoes throughout the hall, through the hallways to the left and right of you, if you're thinking the way your character faces, and, which I will reveal a little more, up the stairs right in front of you. And the sound reverberates down the halls and up the stairs, and then immediately comes back to you.
That's
So this
not
is
good.
a hallway, this is a hallway, and these
Hallway.
are stairs.
Hallway, stairs.
Right, so did I step on like a pressure plate or something?
You go to examine what you stepped on, Darian, and as you kind of are fumbling along with the the molding in the marble and stuff, it doesn't seem to move at all.
I take another step.
All right, you take another step. The reverberation does not happen again now that you stand upon the mage's circle, or the
What if
dragon,
I-
not mage's circle, a dragon insignia.
What if I step off of it?
If you step back, the same pinging noise radiates through the halls and up the stairs before a few seconds later returning to you. Also, the rest of the party does not hear this.
Having fun walking back and forth, Darian?
Yes. I'm gonna go to this
Okay.
side of the circle and tell everybody that they should just jump into the circle. Because it seems like there's some sort of mechanism that it lets people know that we're here.
Is the dragon insignia as it appears? Is it of a black dragon, or can we discern what type of dragon it is?
It is just of a dragon. I know it looks like a black dragon here on the map, but it's
No worries,
just a
just
It's
colorless,
just a dragon.
a
Okay.
colorless dragon from what it looks like.
Do
And it's not,
I-
And like the sigil, it's not a detailed dragon. It's not like,
Right.
oh man, they took hours doing this dragon. It's more of a dragon silhouette.
So it's less trying to like identify a type of dragon, and it's more like a company symbol. Do I recognize what type, like what company this is?
You have no idea unless you've studied necromancy before.
Well, I have definitely not studied necromancy.
I have not.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Whoever did
Goes-
that accomplished
Jarvie.
nothing.
Jarvie
me.
just goes the perimeter of the room.
Goes around the perimeter and then
Twice.
back around again. Yeah. No.
Oh
I
my
don't,
god.
No,
I'm
I'll
going
jump
to jump.
in.
I'm gonna jump into the circle.
Yeah. I'll jump
Yep,
into the circle
Jayla,
as well.
Jayla and Joel also follow.
I was gonna look at the thing to see if I can see what it is.
The
Instead of-
insignia or the spot Darien step that causes
The spot that caused the thing.
Okay. So, Jamie, give me a perception check.
You know,
Okay.
Yes, perception.
I'll take it back.
No,
This place
excuse
is
me,
pretty nice inside.
an investigation check, not a perception.
Okay. Well, then that is 20.
20.
Oh, dang.
So, also, Jamie, you kind of inspect this plate. Do you touch it at all, or you inspect it from a distance?
No, I'm just like, because he said don't touch it, so I'm thinking it's like a trap or something.
Yeah, it just looks like a slab of marble cut into about a 5-foot square, roughly. It's not super big. It's just there.
It's not
nice
raised.
marble. It's not raised.
It's not raised. It's not a different color. It's
Nope,
nothing.
it is identical to the rest of the room, minus the sections that have the painted on sigil.
Okay. Well, then I'll just hop over it.
All right, so you hop on over, Jamie, into the center of the room with everyone. Nothing really seems to change as you guys are all now in the center. And as you look to the hallways to your right, to your left, to the stairs in front of you, the torches seem to dim slightly. A swirling vortex appears overhead, above where the sigil is. A voice booms out. Well, took you long enough, I see. I had bets with my masters and my fellow assassins that you might come. Glad to see that you did. The question is, can you survive? That's where my bets are. Can you survive? Can you survive me?
Is that dude again?
It is Urtzel Flotsam, the
Oh my
gentleman
gosh!
that has provided you so much heartache.
I want to be like, oh, it's you, dude. I'm
Mm.
2-0 against you at surviving. If anything, you should be proving whether you can actually kill somebody. I don't. Yeah, that's what
Arthur's
what-
going
that's it,
to.
What's he saying?
just
He's
kinda-
doing
Technically, in the first of our order will be you, Arthur. So go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say, while Jamie is taunting the dark nebulous cloud forming above our heads, Arthur is going to be taking point and looking down to my perspective, the left hallway, and just gonna see if anything enters,
This hall?
moves. Yes, any sort of movement. He's not gonna go down that way. He's just gonna be studying and looking. See if there's any sort of change.
You look down and oh, whoops, that's not the hall. That's part of the wall. The hallway extends down to a set of doors. Doors right in front of you, a set of large double doors, about the same size of the ones that you entered through the glass room. To the south are doors, and to the north are doors.
Oh shit. Okay. So there's a door here, and double doors here.
Correct.
Okay.
Man, I had such good music for this place too. I'm sad that our bot's not working.
He's still
Damn it,
under
but-
maintenance, it looks like.
Boo,
I'm gonna let
bitch.
everyone know that we've got 3 options for doors and down the left hallway. I'm just gonna
Arthur, if you'd
stop.
like to kind of move yourself right here for that check.
Okay.
please do.
And I'm gonna alert people, let them know what's going on, and just kind of stay there and study to see if I see any sort of movement. Because like, even if like somebody like braces the other side of the door or kind of like is waiting on the other side, kind of see if I can notice any sort of movement or shadow change. If there's any sort of light underneath any of the doors.
There is light coming from this door, and then very, very faint light coming from this door.
And then I'll forego my turn. I'm not gonna move.
All right, Sentinel.
I'm just gonna update the party.
All right.
We are now at 5 options for where to go.
I'm gonna look up these stairs.
No, from where you're standing, you look up the stairs to see that they wind.
Oh,
You
fine.
cannot see up them.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll take a couple steps up. I'll go up the winding steps.
All right. Here's where they wind to. And if you look just to the south of you, you can see that they wind just a little bit more.
They just keep winding.
They dirty wine.
I
Type of wine.
I won't continue.
Okay.
I'll turn back and just say these go up a bit.
Okay. No, you make your way back to the party. Darian.
Oh boy. Okay, so I originally thought this was the hallway. Is that? Am I
It's this
mistaken?
here. I also was mistaken. It's this here.
Oh, so is this just wall?
It's just part of the wall.
Oh, okay.
So where's the hallway on this side?
Right here. It's a similar texture. I did not make these maps.
Yeah, no worries. I was just confused.
Yeah.
You're good.
Here, let
Well-
me hide this area here so it doesn't look like a hallway.
There you go. If
I see a dig.
I think that's where Ethan
This-
was saying they
I
continue
think
to
this
wind up.
connects.
Ah.
to-
Okay.
Yeah, I
see.
think there's like a little hallway that connects through here between those 2 doors.
Well,
We're not supposed to know that.
Yeah, but we don't know that that's a thing. We just know that there's 2
I do
doors
not know.
that
I
happen
guess
to
I'll
exist in relatively close proximity.
stare down this hallway. If I step out of the circle, does it go ding again?
It does not.
Oh, interesting.
Only the
I think it was just to alert Ansem Flotzel that we're a bunch of flipwads.
we're a bunch of idiots coming into
Urzel
there.
Flotzel, not Ansem Flotzel.
Oh yeah.
He's just combining all the bad guys.
So it is
Urzel
another
and some-
long
Whatever.
cobblestoned hallway. Not made of the same marble that you currently stand on or the section that Arthur peered down. This is made of a different cobblestone. Not marble, just cobblestone. There is a door that juts out to your right and another door that stands in front of you.
Well, we have options.
Lots of
Oop.
Maybe
options.
too many options. Is
What
there any
ones?
lights
3.
coming from these doorways?
There is light coming from here, but not here.
We have 6 doors. Well, 5 doors and a staircase.
Split the party.
Yes.
Everyone take a door.
Yes.
Everybody take a door.
Everyone take a door.
Ethan's like TPK.
Yeah,
TPK.
especially
I
after the
asked you guys if you were
the
ready.
main-
You wanted to buy stuff. So.
If
Yep,
only,
and the main
if
bad
only
guy
we had,
says, "We're gonna see if you survive."
Where's our
As
mini
soon
map
as you
tell us to
walk in.
go?
Yeah,
where's the
where's-
little
I was
arrow
gonna
at the
say-
top of the screen, Amos?
well, I
It's
need
a-
a small,
I
semi-autistic gnome in order to traverse this area by himself.
There you go.
I have pulled
Arthur, in
up
terms
my
of your
map.
mini-
Where's
In terms
the
of your mini map
icon?
question, it just says explore the tower to find what you're looking for.
Yeah, and give
Shit
no
game.
waypoint.
Shit game.
0 out of 10.
Zero.
Bad game. Returning.
Not enough math.
Don't buy this game. It doesn't tell you where to go.
Okay, well, we need to choose a door, and
This is like Hades, where it just randomly spawns creatures
just a
in. the way
random-
you go.
random-
Every level
rooms.
is different.
I will cautiously walk down this hallway and then proceed to open this door.
Oh,
if it-
we're opening doors now.
Does
okay.
anyone wish to join your buddy Darian?
If he's gonna open a door, yeah, I'm going with him.
I'll,
All right,
I'll stand down the hall, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I don't want to be near the door.
Uh,
game.
Arthur,
Oh.
you won't have this problem, but Darian, it's so dark you'll need to light a torch in there.
Oh, dark
okay.
vision.
We gotta.
And there's a big bugbear.
There we go. I
Bug
have-
bears.
There's a beholder
many
in there.
So
have
many
used-
bugbears.
I have used and torch.
Okay.
All right, so you've used a torch, so you open the door and illuminate it. Arthur, you're obviously able to see with the torch, but also a little bit further with your dark vision in shades of gray. You arrive at a room with a coffin-shaped object, but it's not quite a coffin. It's more like a pod.
Nope.
Oh, that doesn't
Adam
seem like what
Warlock.
we're looking for. I'm just gonna
Mm-mm.
close the door.
All right, you just shut the door.
No.
Yeah, there.
What every character
Just
in a
no.
horror film should do. Just
No,
close the
no,
door.
I don't
Opens the
think-
door,
Nope.
sees
That does
something
not
kind of
look very
spooky.
promising.
Nope.
And Michael
No.
Myers is behind you.
There's only one place that we want, and it's not the pod sarcophagus room.
All
I
right,
will
well,
call
that was
back to the party
something-
and kind of let them know that there's a weird pod / sarcophagus in this room.
that was the
Oh.
only.
And I
Did you open
illuminated
it?
room?
No.
No.
That's.
Can I open it?
Like there's
No.
a weird thing in this.
Do
No,
not
would you like to
creepy
go into the room
thing.
Do
and
not
check
You
out
open
have,
it,
you have the
Sentinel.
ability to do so, Sentinel. I'm not sure it's very wise.
Yes, I would not.
Gotcha.
When's a good time to maybe fill you guys in a little bit on what this place probably is?
You can do it whenever you want.
Because I know a little bit about what we might be
You've done
dealing
this
with.
whole time, and we've been
Well,
in here for exactly 5
Yeah.
hours of exploration.
I'm gonna look
It's
at him and be like, yeah.
kind of second nature to me to a little bit of a degree.
It's been 30 whole
Second
seconds.
nature.
and you
This
haven't
is second
started
nature to you.
I've,
Flying around in an empty pocket space is.
I've been
Yeah,
in my
that
fair
doesn't
share of
seem like
pocket
it.
dimensions. From what I
Why?
can tell, this does seem to be something that whoever created it has somewhat full control over its entire design. So that's a weird coffin room. That's a little strange. Because why would whoever create this need that?
So real quick, you're saying that this place is made by somebody's decision?
Yes.
Is it
Typically,
ongoing or is it fixed?
Would I know if it's ongoing or fixed?
I would say you probably would not know that since you do not know the intricacies that Gamar
Since I've
puts
not
into
created
play.
one myself. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Helpful.
It can go either way, honestly.
So either we'll just be moving around
At the whim of.
for eternity
At the whim
at the
whoever
whim of these
creator is.
people that could change it or whatever, or
Yes.
we actually have an idea of how to get out of here. Okay, I'll take those odds, I guess. Now that I
Ultimately,
have no
what
other
I'm
choice.
trying to get across with this is, if something seems strange and like it's probably not good, it's probably not good, and you probably shouldn't mess with it.
Isn't that like this whole place?
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yes.
that whole place gives the vibe.
yes, but we are here for a reason. We do need to get that. Need to get our stone and possibly our friend, well, acquaintance, acquaintance. however you
Ooh,
feel.
I actually did want to kind of have a conversation about that. Since we're here, and before we start opening any more sarcophagi doors, we need to have a conversation about what exactly we're bringing back. Because we don't have any potion that brings anybody back to life. And if a necromancer doesn't want their puppet to leave them, there's not much that we could do to stop that from happening. So, what's the plan in that regard?
Can always restrain her.
Joel is
I-
quick. Oh, go ahead, Arthur.
No, say ideally, yes. What all of us may not be prepared to do, but we did see an example of by our dear friend Sliva.
Yes.
We
yes.
can bring back a corpse.
We don't.
So if we
we
have
don't
to
need her to be undead.
either sever the connection to where she's no longer controlled, and we can bring her. How we accomplish that? The only way I know how to do that is to, I kind of like do the whole cover your ears, Joel. Re-kill her.
Hey,
Oh.
I know exactly what this involves right now. Leave Marilli to me.
If
Okay.
you think you can control an undead corpse, by all means. I'm
But
just-
also, we need the Stone of Amazia.
yes.
Yes,
That-
that's
yeah,
the
we
only
need
way
some
we
though.
get
We
that
need
potion.
both things. Yeah, we
Yes.
need both things. I'm just saying that, if we can only take one, we're all understanding that we take the stone and then we try to get this back in another way. Because we can get the potion and then go back for Marilli at some point, but
On
we
the same
can't
page.
get Marilli. And okay, as long as I understand what
Yes,
we're
as long as
the
we're all
plan.
on the same
Practicality,
page
you
with
are
this.
same
That
page,
might be
Justin.
your guys' plan, but I'm not leaving here without Marilli. We came too fucking far to just leave without her.
Joel, if
What?
it's one or the other, and we leave with Marilli, but without the stone, we don't get the means to bring Marilli back.
Yeah, we
So if we have to
literally
choose one, we get
can't
the stone, and then we go
without the
back for
stone.
Marilli. Wherever.
Exactly, which is why we're bringing both of them back. End of story.
Okay.
I mean, she can't. I mean, Marilli's can't get much more dead.
I-
But whatever.
Ideally, yes, Joel. Ideally, yes.
Darby will lean into Arthur and go, so like we're just leaving Joel, right? Like if we can't bring him, we're leaving him, right?
We're not gonna leave Joel, Darby.
Okay.
We will knock him out and drag his ass out of here.
Okay.
But
As long as we're on the same page of what we're doing with him, that's all I need to know.
ideally, we get both.
Yes, obviously.
That
but
is the goal here.
when the odds
Okay.
are stacked against you.
I
always
understand
get what you
everyone's
want.
initial. I understand the desire to understand what our priorities are. Everybody is on board. One of us is emotionally compromised, but all of us are on board.
Yes, we all want the same thing. It's just
Okie
we
doke.
might not get it.
So open the crazy sarcophagus. That
Do
was
not-
the plan, right?
No.
Would you like to go and open the
I mean,
crazy
you
sarcophagus?
can if you
Sentinel
want,
goes
but that's
over
not-
to open the crazy.
I
Like-
have dark vision. I don't
No.
believe guardian fowls
No.
do.
No, I don't.
No.
All right, you
Sentinel.
cannot see in there. Someone would have to light your way.
Oh no!
No, we're
Can
not
someone
doing this. We're
can
not
someone
doing
pass
this.
me a light?
No.
Actually, you might have
Sentinel would
torches,
not
don't
be-
you?
Get your ass back
think
over
you
here,
do.
Sentinel.
You should have
Sentinel.
torches,
I-
probably.
Sentinel looks in his patch. and
We
he's
had
like,
this whole conversation
Sentinel, stop.
about how don't do anything with the stuff that looks like it's probably not okay, because it's probably not okay, and you're still gonna open the sarcophagus.
Look at it at least. Yeah. Is there any
So
sort of?
Sentinel, you light a torch. You kind of
Sure.
go over. The sarcophagus actually opens from the center, much like many of the double doors that you've seen. So you kind of hook your talon in and open it. And
I was
before-
looking at it.
Oh, you weren't opening it. I'm sorry. Sorry. It is a. I call it a
Examine it.
sarcophagus, but it is more of a pod. It is a solid steel pod that has a circular shape to it and seems to be fitted to the ground. It is not movable.
Okay.
Dang, we can't take it with
When
us.
you say pod, do you mean does it look like it's from this time?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just a big
Yeah,
steel
it's not like
cylinder.
it's not like you have like a spaceship pod in
Yeah.
there.
No.
Just
there
check.
any
You know, we've
sort of,
already got
like-
time travel with Joel? So I just want to make sure.
Insignia or anything to indicate what might be in this
no
pod?
insignia, though there are quite a number of lines as if the metal has been compounded together through strange magic.
Hmm.
Oh.
Well, Sentinel, are you gonna doom us or are you gonna not? I have no idea what's in there, and I don't think any of it.
I'm gonna open my mind to the things of magic
Ah.
and learn what school of magic this pod may be involved with.
That's a good question.
I mean, your detect magic is-
Conjuration. Conjuration.
So
Alright.
something's in
Something's
it.
created.
Do I open it, or are we're leaving this alone?
The decision is ultimately
That is up
yours.
to you.
I
However,
don't-
All
I
right,
don't-
if
I am
decision is
not in the
me,
room.
Oh no.
I
not
put my
in the room. I
talons
don't
in
know
this
what's
thing. I'm opening it.
I know you fling open the pod, and before you is a lined laying area where a full body of someone who is at least 6.5 feet tall could lay foot to ceiling. What's even stranger though is it looks relatively comfortable, as if you'd have like a bed with like a cover over you, but there's all of these like tubes and needles that are twisted and jutting upwards from the bottom, as if they would be hooked into the back of something.
It's the Matrix.
What the fuck?
We're in the Matrix now.
Does Joel see this? Does he make Matrix references?
Joel's not in the room with you guys. He's
Damn
hanging
it.
out with Jayla.
Hey Joel, come look at this thing.
Joel comes over, he looks at it, and he's like, what? It's a space pod thing?
He makes no
Hey
Matrix reference.
Joel. Hey Joel. Yeah, he says Dr. Jamie in the center of the room. Yes, let's get Joel to look at this thing.
Arthur would like to now, seeing that Sentinel has not died upon opening this thing, would kind of like to go over there and inspect the tubes and needles. Does it look like it's been used this
Recently.
century?
Yeah, recently.
So there's like
There is
blood and stuff on.
there is blood, but there's also this like reddish orange liquid residue that seems to be like scattered along the inside of the tubes. And as you kind of pick up the needle, Arthur, a little bit of it drips out from the edge of the needle.
Hey, doctor, do you know what this is?
Well, let me go over there and see after Joel has had his time to check this thing out.
Joel looked at it and was like, I don't know what this is.
Our pod expert, Joel.
I will do a medicine check.
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Yeah, yeah, to see like if these needles and tubes and stuff make any sense to me.
Yeah.
If I can see if there's a body, what's going on?
There is no body in this thing.
Oh no, I mean like I can see that a body could be here.
Yes.
Looking at like the anatomy of like where
it
all
would
the
be
tubes
on
and
the
stuff would
person,
be.
yeah.
That's a 24 altogether.
So, Jamie, you kind of begin to inspect the tubes, you inspect the needles, you inspect the space before you, and you determine that, yes, most likely a body has laid here. Given the indentations on, like, the velvet inside, you can actually make out the outline of a person, most likely a man, specifically. Given the blood patterns where the tubes and needles are set, you assume that these needles are inserted into the back of this person,
Nope.
and something is
Mhm.
pumped inside of them. The liquid
Okay, and
itself is difficult to discern, though it seems to be made up partially of human blood.
Freaking.
so I can tell there's something in here outside of human blood. I am going to take as much of a sample as I can.
Mhm.
I would. I
You're
would. Oh, go ahead.
you're able to get a small vial of it from what's left.
Yeah. I would like to take a like if there's any residue left in the pod, I'd like to take a silver piece and like rub it against it.
Okay, so you take a silver piece, you kind of rub it against the one of the blood spots or one of the ooze slots, and you just get a piece of silver a little tarnished from it.
Okay. So I'm gonna assume that because we were dealing with werewolves, like, well, I didn't know this, but I did. No, Jamie was
Yeah,
a part
you
of
were
that.
there.
You were there.
Yeah, so it's not that, or at least not a lycanthropy thing. I don't know what else that could be, but if it's human blood, is it? I couldn't tell if it was human blood, but it is blood, and then something other than blood. I'm gonna assume that
It's
that
some other
mixture could.
compound that you
The
are
super soldier
unfamiliar of.
serum.
Super soldiers.
It's Captain America.
Yeah, so I'm just
Captain
like,
America's
I'm
pod.
just gonna be like, I'll relay all the stuff that I learned and like what was going on. Pumped in.
Very peculiar.
This is made by intelligent thing. This isn't magic per se. It's a apparatus.
Gross.
Now, what it
There,
does,
there
I
is
have
there
no
is
idea.
magic involved with it because Sentinel did sense conjuration magic.
Yeah,
within,
yeah. There's magic involved. It's just this is
It's
more
like a blend. It's like a
tubes.
blend of science
Yeah.
and magic
And
together.
I would say it's closer to the flying ship than it is just a spell.
It was a good assertion.
That's probably.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Well, great.
Okay.
Somebody's
So
juicing.
be your lookout for a pincushion who's probably leaking. Ooh, does it smell like anything?
Blood. Strongly.
All right, well keep your nose out for open wound blood. I mean, like this is fresh, so anybody who got out of this pod will be
Looty.
bleeding
Yeah.
if they're normal. So if you smell blood, know that there's something around.
Thanks.
All right, that's all I got. I mean, it's not my turn, but that's what I got.
Yikes.
Technically,
That's
for
fine,
exploration, we'd have Darby would be next, since you guys have given your fill of the pod room.
Well, I suppose I'm already in this hallway. We saw a light coming from this door, so I guess I will slowly open it and peer inside.
You slowly open it and peer inside to see a man and a woman sitting in there.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Kill them.
A human,
of all the people, Dr. Jimmy.
two
Kill
humans,
them,
two
murder them.
humans sitting in a chair. The woman, looks to be a pirate or a swashbuckler of some sort. She has her legs kicked up on an ottoman, and she's smoking a long pipe. While the other gentleman is a slightly shorter, stouter human who is currently fiddling on a lute. And as the door opens, they kind of look up and they see you peering in, Darby. The gentleman goes, "Great glorious day! Finally, someone has arrived to speak with us."
To speak with... Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little lost here. Who are you?
Oh, sir, surely you've heard of me. I am the great Aragon, Fetricia, playwright to the stars. I am the one who penned the fantastic script of The Champion and the Dragon that is currently playing. If you've not seen it, you best do.
Well, I saw it. It was
And my
incredibly
compatriot,
action-packed.
Velvet, former swashbuckler, my muse. Without her, my plays would not have the spark, the energy, sexual tension. What he said.
Well, there certainly was a lot of sparks and a lot of action the last time I saw that show.
Oh, you have seen it. Were you not moved by the very soliloquy that was given to you by the dragon expert? His entire village slain by dragons, brought out inner passion and pain. Oh, yes, these are the things that make the heart flutter and sing.
Oh, I certainly was moving during the show.
It is good. Now, I assume you have come for your master Xanthro. I wish to speak with him. It has been 3 months that we have been waiting here. Oh, well cared for, I mind you, but it has been 3 months.
My Master Xantha? No.
Why else would you be here?
We're here to deal.
Kill him.
Do I
with-
hear any of this
yeah,
conversation?
Yeah, kill him.
Yeah.
This guy's loud. This
Yeah, I
guy's
mean, he's a
very loud.
bard. Bards don't know
Wait.
subtlety.
When Darby starts getting like hesitant about calling Xanthar our master, I'm just gonna nudge him. Be like, why cause unnecessary conflict? He seems okay with Xanthar being our master. Just tell him he's not here yet and close the door.
He's not here. I don't.
When will he be here? I have waited for so long, and I have a new play in mind. The Dark of the Night. A story of a man who brings back the dead. For the salvation of humanity. But he does not understand that the dark deeds slowly dooms their world around him. It will be a tragedy that will bring even the smallest child to tears.
I'm going to
Even the
slowly
smallest
lean-
child, as if that would be a difficult thing to do. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna lean forward and whisper in Jimmy's ear. It seems we found your personal hell.
Yeah, no, this is the worst thing I can think of,
Okay.
and that makes sense because this whole place is kind of shitty.
Well, it looks nice.
Can I close the door?
No,
I'm
you
not
can't,
gonna
because
stop
Darby,
you.
It's a narrow hallway, and Darby and Darien are kind of
Oh.
in your way. You can kind of work
I
your way
guess.
past them if you'd like to.
I'm not gonna stop you from closing
No,
the door. I'll be
I don't
honest.
care. I don't care that much.
So,
It's cool.
so you're
Sit there.
trying to pitch a play to Xanthro.
It will be my masterpiece.
I'm sure it will, but why are you pitching it to him? He's not like... He doesn't own a theater. He's not gonna run your production.
I have multiple investors who'll throw coin at me for the shows that I produce. This is the benefit of being a prolific playwright myself. I think up an idea and people throw money at it.
3 months.
3 months he's been in here.
All right, they're just gonna turn around.
That sounds incredible. I'm sure it's great that everyone just loves to throw money at you for saying literally anything. I don't understand your strategy here of going after Xanthra with your play. Like, I get you're probably trying to write it somewhat around him, and that's totally you do you, I guess. But I don't. Like, he doesn't have any connections to any of that stuff, as far as I'm
The
aware.
tale of necromancers throughout Elyssia is a dark and foreboding story. It seeps into the hearts and minds of the people, corroding it, corrupting it. This is the emotions that I wish to bring out. An eternal darkness that will grip the hearts of the masses and rip it straight out and set it ablaze within its poem.
He does love to hear himself speak. Huh? All right. Well, Xanthra
This
will
is my Oscar performance, everyone.
Xanthro will be here eventually. He wanted me to check up on you or something,
It
and I'm
has
just gonna.
been nearly 3 months. I have finished multiple drafts of my script, but I need to ask him the hard questions. I need to know what makes the man tick. I need to wear the flesh of another man to understand the very thing that makes him think, that makes him breathe, that makes him understand.
I'm gonna
As
ask
peculiar as that
from my
is.
spot. From my spot, have you seen Xanthro before?
I have never met him, but I have been in contact with proteges of him who says that he is the master of the necromancers, that he is the one who beats their heart like a thunderous drum in the chest of a man.
Got it. How did you get here, then?
Yeah,
Oh,
why are
I
you
simply,
here?
I simply asked.
Asked whom?
Oh, there was a necromancer that I came into contact with in southern states, here in Elyssia. They had directed me to where their master may be here in Highwater, so I traveled many nights to find him, and upon locating his apprentice,
Mhm.
I do not remember his name. He was a small halfling man. That it does not matter. He said that if I wait here for 3 months, his master will come and he will speak to me and he will pour his soul out to me. I have been
So
well
he
taken
said
care of.
if you wait here for 3 months specifically, then his master will come and talk
Well,
to you.
he gave no time frame. I had assumed that it would be for a few hours. It has been much longer than that, but in the
Got it. And you don't have a way to leave on your
no,
own.
as far as I may leave out the front door. But why would I leave?
Okay.
I have yet to suck upon the heart of my idea.
And other lady, are you here on your own volition? Are you okay?
Well, she's with
Oh,
him.
I'm
So,
with him. He's my fiance. He does this stuff. I'm used to it.
yeah,
Marriage.
yeah.
And
So
you've
I'm
been
very familiar with
fed,
that.
and you
Yeah, you guys have like
can
your stuff taken
leave
care of
yourself?
here. Like, there's nothing.
Why, yes, they have taken most wondrous care of us. These scarecrow-looking creatures, they come in the room, they give us food, they give us drink, and then they depart.
And your waist and your ability to bathe?
In this dimension, I have had no need to use the bathroom.
But you
Albeit I
do
have been perfectly
need to eat.
correct. Well, it is difficult to say. When the food is presented, I am hungry, and I feast upon the food. When it is not there, I feel most fine.
And it's
Alright.
regular food.
As far as I am aware, he has served us many a delicious dish. The restaurants with the highest star rating that I have partaken in could not match the quality of the food served here.
Okay.
Okie
Well,
doke.
that's neat.
You can close the door. You can close the door,
So he's
Barry.
just gonna
Not
cl-
just my creative
he's gonna
I-
close the
spirit.
door and
have-
walk away.
No. I've got. So, all right. So you've been waiting here for Xanthro. You want him to look at your script, right?
I wish him to bleed to my script, to open his organs and dump them upon the page for me.
Strangely enough, I think that might be able to be arranged. So can I just have a copy of that, and we can? I'll just go deliver it to him, and he
Absolutely not. I will speak to the man himself. I will not give it to some
can...
layabout servant of his.
He's just a busy
Well,
man.
then
You know how
you're
it is.
in luck. You're in luck because I'm pretty sure he's right here.
Yeah.
Xanthro is with you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then have him come in the room and talk with me. This is where I told I would meet him.
All right. Be
Okay.
sure you
Go-
hope you're not
go get
allergic to
him.
feathers.
Oh God, we're gonna okay. All right, I see what we're doing here. I wasn't sure who
Hope
you
you're
were
not
gonna.
allergic to.
I
Hope
wasn't
you're
sure
not
who you were
allergic
gonna
to
use, but-
feathers.
Sentinel, are you going to enter the room per Jamie's request?
As Xanthro
Oh,
will look back.
Xanthros. Oh, one of a kind Xanthros that he's never seen before and would probably be expecting something fantastical.
Yes, it is I, the great Xanthro.
Give me a deception check, both of you.
Oh, I'm not very good at this.
I am strangely very good at this. Well, not strangely, it's very understandable that I'd be good at this.
Darby, throw one in there too. You've been part of this conversation.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Arthur's already up the stairs.
Arthur's already left. Arthur walked out the door.
Arthur, are you headed up the stairs?
No, I
Okay.
will wait. I will wait over here, just wondering
Okay.
if I want to put the gun in my mouth.
That's a 24 from me.
For a 1 and Sentinel,
An 18.
it is enough.
That's
Yes.
amazing. You are welcome.
Interesting. I did not expect that the necromancer of 1,000 tales would be a large chicken.
Guardian fowl.
He's
in
technically
fact.
not a chicken. It's
he's
a
not
whole
a
thing.
he's not a chick. That's the whole thing. He's not a chick. Anyways, here
I
he is.
apologize to you, my liege. I have heard about the guardian fowl. I have written plays about the excellence before. I did not realize that one of them.
And I just stick my wing up to his lip, and I just say, "You shall speak no more."
Oh. I love this.
I just think of what you want to ask me, and I will know it. And I stick my head against his forehead, and I say, "Close your eyes." All right.
Closes his
Now
eyes.
think of what you want to say to me, and I will know it.
He thinks, but you have no clue what he is thinking.
Perfect. All right. We must go right away, and I will take care of those things. And I turn right around and I whip my cape that I still have from Jamie. It's got some holes in it, but and then we walk out the door.
Wait, no. Wait.
Elise,
Xanth,
when
at
will
least
I
get a
have the
copy of the
answers that I
script.
seek?
Take a copy of the script, Xanthro. It's definitely worth.
I'm gonna walk over. I'm gonna walk over to the script and say, "I'll grab this for him. He's gonna read it over in his area."
Oh, I understand.
Okay, thank you.
You take the script, and Jamie, you're really surprised. The script's not very big. It's like that big.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, "This is 3 months of work. You're really going to town at it."
That is not 3 months of work. That is 3 months of art. It has been 2 years of work.
Oh no! Oh
Okay,
no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Awesome.
Oh no! He said, "Speak no more," and you did. You're gonna have to do like 15 push-ups if he's gonna ever 15 push-ups for every word you said if he's ever gonna come back.
We'll leave you to it, and Darby's just gonna close the door.
You immediately see him start to do push-ups.
Of course. All right. So we got the script. We can probably pawn that off somewhere and make a whole bunch of money.
Would you
the whole
like
point.
to look at his
I
script?
don't
You know
want.
what? I will fan through it actually and see if it's
Yeah,
any good.
I'm not.
So Darby, you take the script, you start fanning through it. It's not a script at all. It is just explicitly erotic drawings in comic book form.
Well, at least it's by a famous
Exactly.
playwright. We can at least go for that. We can sell it for that and hopefully make a lot of money off of it because he is a
Ooh,
famous playwright.
Wait a minute. If I look, actually, I don't think Jamie would care. Never mind. We're rocking and rolling.
I'm glad we all understand why we needed this. Xanthro's never looking at it, so we might as well do something with it. This
Yes,
guy's not
I
leaving.
understand. Yeah, so he's.
What?
I'm almost. I think he might be undead. I don't know what they did
Honestly,
to him, but I can't examine him.
This man is something. You know, I can't say I'm not surprised though. You know how those artsy types are. They're always over the top and crazy.
I don't know a single bard that I've ever met that would be willing to sit in a room for 3 months without somebody to talk to. or to
He has his
do
fiance
something
to
with.
talk
He has
to.
someone to talk to. He's got that woman of very
No,
few words.
that's not.
That poor woman.
That means
I
that
feel
means
so bad
nothing.
for her.
So I think there's something else going on, and I'd rather leave them to it.
Yeah, no, they can. Well, we can check on them after we've dealt with Xanthro. It's
Mhm.
he was very particular in his wording. He wanted the blood, the skin of Xanthro. It's almost like he's asking us to kill Xanthro for him at this point. Like,
Okay.
anyway,
we can just
we gotta go find
keep
him.
going.
Okay, so the next one on the list would technically be Jamie for our exploration.
Sweet. Well, then I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go the opposite direction.
Complete 180 away from the crazy people.
Yeah, away from the crazy people. Up is always better than down because you can always jump out, but you can't always climb
Where are we
out
jumping
from
out?
under. Mm.
We're in the middle of a void of space.
I can always move down.
You can climb. We can't.
Up could
Yeah,
be
well.
down.
1, 2. I'm gonna start going up the stairs, I guess.
All right, you head up the stairs. Give me a stealth roll, Jamie.
Okay.
Does anyone
I also
join
like
him?
to check for
Yes.
traps as I move because I
Uh,
can do that.
I won't make you roll for it. There's no traps here.
Okay, cool.
I will trail
Arthur?
behind in the back.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll go with him.
that's
We're
a
all heading
2
up.
stealth, homie.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
That's a 22
Ooh.
stealth.
Not bad.
All right, if you'd like to move yourself
Oh.
here.
Scarecrows.
Jamie, you take the lead. You're kind of able to keep yourself quiet along the stairs. And in the room, you see two of those scarecrow type creatures that you had fought in that small town outside of Highwater. The room before you appears to be a laboratory of some type with beakers and different liquids, labeled
Ooh.
jars with odd things floating inside of them. These scarecrows are picking up like these beakers and they're kind of moving them to the shelves. They're going from like the table where work has been done and they are cleaning it up.
I actually really like all of this, and I would like to spend some time in here, but
I got a little
scarecrows.
bit of a problem.
I would like to somehow signal to the people behind me, without looking. That there's two bad guys, and
You make
what do
a
you want to
motion,
do?
like two, maybe like an axe cutting motion,
Mhm.
something that signals that there are
Yeah.
guys in this room.
Two, there's bad guys in the room up there.
Get all that, Sentinel?
And I can tell they're scarecrows, right? They're
They
not
are
people dressed up like
Yeah,
this.
they are identical to the creatures you guys have fought before.
I'm gonna ask, should we attack them? Should we go around the other side? I'm gonna be like, okay, I understand that they want me to, we're gonna take these dudes out. So I would like to. I guess I'm gonna attack them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. Oh,
I will
yeah.
have everyone. Oh, I need to get the initiative. I'll have everyone go ahead and give me an initiative roll real quick. But this is a surprise round.
Hey, surprise
I
round.
use my lucky die from earlier. Let's see.
Do
Wow.
I still get the?
Yes,
the
you may make your stealth roll, Jamie. I will let you because you asked. I will let you go first here in this initiative order to start.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'll jump back into wherever I roll. Oh, well, still a pretty good
25,
roll.
bitch.
22.
25, bitch.
All right, you said
Nice.
22, Jamie.
Yep, that's not bad.
All right, I've added you to the counter. You're actually going to be right behind Arthur, but you guys have a surprise round, so go ahead, Jamie.
All right, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, and I am going to attack the scarecrow.
Go ahead, give
With-
me an attack roll advantage for the surprise.
Yes, with my dagger.
Give me some advantage.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Does 21 hit?
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I kind of figured, but I didn't get the whatchamacallit. So I have damage of 5 piercing, and then 5 piercing, and then plus 5 sneak attack, so that's 10 damage total.
All right. So Jamie, you subtly make your way around to where the scarecrow is. Pull out your dagger and kind of sink it right inside. It's like from behind, right into its chest, and kind of cut
Mhm.
down. You can kind of see like stuffing and hay kind of blurt outwards. The fragments of dead birds begin kind of poking through where like it was stuffed. The scarecrow kind of just looks
Yeah.
down at the dagger. Arthur, you are
Eh,
next. Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
I
Jamie.
still
Your turn's not done.
Yep. I am going to then go over here. This is going down or going up?
Going up. There are stairs going up.
Okay, I'm gonna stand here so it can't get up the stairs or go
Now that I
anywhere.
say that, there were stairs here too, weren't there, in this room with the playwright?
Correct.
Yes.
There are.
They go up as well.
Oh, there were. Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. Well, either way.
I don't
Alright,
particularly
cool.
want to go
Yeah.
back in there though, so
Figure it out.
yeah, we can find
Yeah,
out where that leads
alright.
later.
Yeah, so I'm just making sure that the space cannot be gotten into,
All right.
and that is the end
Arthur,
of my turn.
you are next.
All right, Arthur's going to slink by Sentinel, 5, 10, 15. He's going to stand between the two of them. And Arthur's going to capitalize on the attack Jamie already had on this guy. And he is going to strike once with the scimitar. That's at advantage because of the sneak
Yes,
attack.
you are a sneak attack round.
This thing is super dead.
Ooh, that's a natural 20, baby.
That
Yeah,
definitely
Kill
is.
it.
All right, that's going to be
Unbelievably
6
murdered.
D6. All
End
right.
it.
Go ahead
And
and update
it.
that count right now.
22 plus 5, 27 damage.
Arthur, you slice the creature's head clean off with your scimitar. What glass vials that are holding drop to the ground and it falls over dead.
Nice. With my offhand, I am going to strike this one.
Go ahead.
Is that one also an advantage?
Yes, they are all
Yeah,
surprised.
they're both
right now.
surprised,
Nice.
which means they
Okay.
cannot take reactions
Ooh,
as well.
nice. Man, I love this die. I keep this one out. This is going to be 26 to hit.
Six. That
Oh
definitely
my
hits.
god.
And I do not get sneak attack again, correct?
No,
Because
you only get it once
one
per turn.
round. One round.
And it's offhand, so it's only the d6. Oh, 6.
Why
Nice
not?
damage.
All right, so you kind of spin around and you slice it, and the creature just takes the hit again. Hay and stuffing and bird parts kind of poke out from the wound.
And then I'm going to
anything
finish
else?
my turn with, so I went 5, 10, 15, so 20, 25. I'm going to stay there.
All right, we did Jamie already, so Mr. Kips.
Senior Kip. So I haven't seen these before.
Yeah.
He wasn't
I'm
with us.
The group
Oh
has
yeah, you
Yeah.
weren't with them. That's
He
right.
had, yeah, that was
Yeah,
the
you
day
were
he had the
sick.
cold.
You
He
had
had
your
the-
cold.
I had
With
I
the
had my
flu.
Yeah, he
fake
had his
cold,
fey flu.
It's your
Yeah.
fake cold.
but I'm assuming the
Fake
party
cold.
filled me in.
Oh, yeah.
so-
Yeah,
Yeah.
we definitely would have told you
No.
the story of
Yeah.
what happened.
We would have said about it.
And how you missed out on helping people.
Oh, I just realized I'm trying to move like really carefully, and then I realized that it's counting a whole bunch of extra movement
Yes,
to go
it's counting
across
all
the
of those
map.
spaces that aren't actually spaces.
Okay, so I got 30 feet, so that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, okay, so I'm just going to take my quarterstaff out and smack this guy.
Go ahead. It's at advantage. It's a surprise.
Ooh. I don't get advantage often on attacks. Wow, good thing I got advantage. That'll be 23 to hit
That hits. Definitely. hits.
for 7 damage.
All right, so you kind of run up from behind after Arthur took a swing at it, made his way to the other side of the room, and just bash it right in the back with your quarterstaff. It kind of loses its vials and glass that it's carrying, and it shatters on the ground. Anything else for you, Mr. Kips?
That'll do it.
That'll do, donkey.
Oh,
That'll
That'll
do,
sorry.
do,
donkey.
donkey.
That'll do.
So Scarecrow is skipped. He surprised Darby.
God bless you, Ethan.
Hey.
Thank you.
Alright, moving.
Oh, actually, that Scarecrow I skipped is dead, so he is
Yes.
skipped because he's dead specifically.
5, 10. I think that's like 10 movement right there.
Real good
Maybe
initiative,
15.
Nick.
Yeah. Okay.
Roll the 2.
I didn't roll very well either. So I
I'm
will
far.
just pop into the corner here, and I will just huck a standard, normal Eldritch Blast, Ace of Spades at this man.
Got that ace of spades.
You do it, Darby. You do it.
That's what I do. It do be like that. That is a nat 20
Nice.
Super hits.
for a
Get
good
it.
Score.
2d10. Let's go. We got a big old. Oh, dang, that's max on one. 11 plus 5 is 16 force.
All right, so you quickly shuffle along the side of the room, pull out an ace of spades, hurl it, strikes the scarecrow on the side of the head, kind of wobbles a bit. You can see it's like bag pieces are starting to fray. More hay and stuffing is beginning to like pour out. A whole dead crow just flops down at the floor at its
jeez.
feet. Anything else for you?
What are my bonus actions? I don't think I have anything I can actually use, really. So, nope. That is it, and I'm okay just sitting in the corner.
Sentinel, you're next.
Alrighty. I will.
The alley-oop has been set, Sentinel.
Yes, and I will try to dunk it.
It's an advantage. He is surprised.
Still. Man, he rolled horrible on his initiative.
He did.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he would have
This
Hot
been.
dude
three.
is gonna get murked.
He would have been. If he rolled high, he would have been probably okay, but he rolled super
No,
low.
he's not gonna make it through the surprise round. Neither of them are.
No, yeah, they're not even gonna clear their condition.
Marked.
Absolutely insane.
What'd you get, Sentinel?
21.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
super hit.
it's probably bad.
And for 12 damage.
And
Yeah.
Sentinel, you bash your beak axe into the creature, shredding what's left of its bag as it's
Yeah.
stuffing in hay and everything just falls out into a clump on the ground and it
Poor
dies.
guys. These poor guys are just doing their own science experiments, just going about.
Yeah,
their
I'm
day,
just gonna.
you
I'm
know?
gonna.
We
I'm
just
gonna
murked
like
the
make
janitors.
noise like or make a motion like nobody say anything to hear if we did that all within the 6 seconds that like just all quiet like.
One thing I will say you guys have noticed is that sound, besides that pain, does not seem to travel at all in this place.
Interesting.
Oh.
I'm the only person
Okay.
that heard the pinging.
That's true.
Yeah,
don't
I
know
didn't
about
get
it.
He
pinged,
did.
so I
He
don't
did
know.
describe it to us, didn't
Yeah.
you? No.
Yeah, well, he said there was like
Yeah,
a
I don't think
sound
he
that
did.
happens,
Mentioned it.
but
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to take a look at all the stuff in this room.
Okay, so Jamie, you start looking at the vials, you start looking at the containers, and the containers all contain things like bat wings, caterpillars, almost stuff you'd expect to find like at a witch doctor's, like
With the
Mhm.
magic
hut or
stuff.
whatever. Just all these really weird items, spell components, and things like that. And all these vials and tubes look like some strange high school science experiment, gone horribly awry. Like some mad person has set up this room. One
And
thing
nothing that it resembles the stuff.
Nope, I was just about to say you do find what appears to be an orangish mixture that reminds you of what you found in the room with the sarcophagi.
Do I see anything around it that I could see if, like the connection? Is there like papers anywhere? Is
You
it
would need to
like
give me an arcana at disadvantage.
ooh, Arcana? Okay. All right. Well, I will do. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but I will try my best.
Jamie's looking around. I would also like to see if there's any like
Mhm.
relatively expensive spell components, or it's all just kind of pretty common, basic stuff.
It's relatively common
Okay.
stuff in here.
I got 11.
I won't
11.
worry about picking anything up then.
Unfortunately, Jamie, you're picking up some of these jars and you're like, I've seen these before in medicines and stuff, but you cannot connect the magical components together
Yeah,
that would create
I
this
don't
liquid.
know enough. I don't know about that. So, but do I know that the liquid that I got from the thing is magical in nature and not
From
magical?
From Sentinel's assertion of sarcophagi, yes.
Cool. So I'm putting these pieces together even within not. So this is a magical concoction. This is the same as this. I don't know what it is, but now it's making more sense. Okay, got it.
And
All
it's
right.
conjuration.
Alright.
I don't
Yeah, and it's
suppose
conjuration, so
Jamie would like
something that
a little
changes
help
something
on the
into-
magic side, but you know,
yeah, I know nothing about this nonsense.
I can take a quick look at it and see if I can figure something out. I guess.
You can if you would like, Darby.
Yeah, I'll take a quick look.
Give me an arcana at disadvantage.
Dang, this is real powerful stuff. Even my natural magic isn't good enough to know this very well. Well, neither dice were good. That's a 2.
Oh,
You have probably less of an idea than Jamie does.
Right.
Impressive.
I don't know how to read these kinds of this documentation. I just kind of shoot the bolts out and stuff. kind of magic. I don't know documentation very well. I'm not a wizard.
We're gonna keep going this way.
Well, you can. There's
Why not?
only
Arthur, you would be at the top, so
Yeah.
you get to explore.
All right.
there's a
Arthur's-
staircase.
If everybody sees everybody's got taken care of the scarecrows, everybody's got their stuff and their ducks in a row. We're gonna start to move up the stairs.
All right. So Arthur, you move up the stairs. No need for a stealth roll as there's no living creatures up there. So Arthur, you make your way up the stairs. I'm assuming followed by the party or most of the party.
Yeah,
And as you make your way to the top, well, I should say as you make your way up the stairs, there begins to have a faint smell. Not what you noticed in the laboratory, but as you make your way up these spiral stairs, it gets stronger and stronger the higher you get. Rotting meat. You smell maggoty, rotting meat. And finally, as you arrive at the top of the steps, you see a magical circle painted in blood on the floor.
Shit.
Fragmented corpses line the walls, torn asunder, arms, legs, heads, bones, muscles, sinew, stacked upon each other. As high as the ceiling, flies and maggots infest the corpse piles. You've never seen anything like this in your life, even in your pirate days.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm gonna take a step back for a second. And so they're piled like around the circle. The circle's
Correct.
clean.
The circle, besides being blood, is spotless.
I'm going to pull my, as little as it'll do, pull my handkerchief kind of over my nose and mouth, just so I can kind of get like at least a barrier between the rancid smell and my mouth and nose, and kind of step forward, trying to avoid the piles and kind of make my way into the circle to see if I can see if it does anything.
You step into the circle, Arthur, and as your feet brush up against the blood, it does not smudge, it does not move.
Well, that
Does it
sounds
It's a
appear
magical,
like does it appear like
magical
fresh blood though still?
difficult to determine.
Yeah.
It looks fresh, but fresh blood would be smearing right now.
So nothing happened when I entered the circle though, right?
Nope, nothing happened at all.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna head back into the stairs.
Do you inform the party of what you saw?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so Arthur has imparted this information. Is anyone else interested in this chamber?
With a bunch of corpses in it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
there's a blood circle, like there's a magic circle drawn in blood in the center of the room, and it's absolutely clean. Like there's nothing in it. But
But-
around the room, piled high, are maggot and fly infested piles of pieces of bodies.
Okay, I'm gonna check and see how these bodies died.
Okay, give me a medicine check.
That I can do. Let's see what we got here. Man, this dice is not like me. I'm gonna have to get a new dice. That's a 13.
13. So, Jamie, you kind of
I'd
begin to
roll over the
rifle
dice.
through some of the corpses the best you can. The bodies that are most intact, you can get the idea that most of these people died in all manners of ways: sword wounds, arrow wounds, executions, illnesses. Doesn't really matter. The big thing that you do discern, though, is that the age of the corpses vary. Some being a week, 2 weeks old, some being several years old.
Do the wounds look self-inflicted at all?
Nope. Well, in the state the bodies are in, it's hard to tell.
Okay.
Are there pieces missing from every single one of the corpses?
You don't even know if they're all from the same person.
Yeah. Okay. God.
Okay. But I can see that there are pieces missing for some of them.
Yes, I'd say if you find like maybe a torso, Jamie, you're like, this is
Yeah.
a torso, it has no arms and legs. But as you kind of mill through the corpse pile to find those pieces, it is difficult to tell what goes with this body specifically.
Okay. Well, that's enough to know that they're taking body parts out of the corpses. Like this is being used as something else. I don't know a lot about necromancy, but I know enough about anatomy to know that you don't take bodies apart unless you're looking for a particular piece.
A good assumption.
Fucking wicked Frankenstein monsters in here.
What about this?
All right. Well, I'm gonna wash my hands with my water skin, and I'm gonna head back out of this.
All right.
With any particular interest
Sentinel, you would start us off then with exploration, and no one else has anything else to do in the corpse room.
No corpse room.
Okay, heading back down to the center where Joel and Jayla are just standing around doing nothing.
They're waiting for you guys.
Not even helping us with the scarecrows.
All right, we'll go down this hallway.
Spring into action.
Not that we needed it, but you know, it would have been nice for them to at least be on guard for it, you know.
And look in the door.
Which door?
So
This one. Pointing
This door?
towards the corpse room.
All right. You open the door. There's another door on the very end of this crescent-shaped room. It's a storeroom. Shelves packed with food and other goodies. Barrels in the back. One that says ale and one that says rice.
oh neat.
I mean, they said that there was really good food here. Is there really good food here?
Do you have any proficiency with cooking?
I have proficiency in cook's utensils.
Nice.
As you kind of gaze upon the food, Sentinel, and check what you're looking at, you're like, there's some pretty high quality stuff here.
Nice. I grab like an apple or something.
You find an apple scattered amongst the produce. It's a very
Perfect.
nice, red, shiny apple. Looks like it was just plucked the other day, despite it being winter.
And just I
It's
stick
also
it in
been a pocket
my mouth and keep on walking.
It is a very juicy apple.
Perfect. Just what I wanted. And go to this other door.
Does the party follow? I highly recommend the party follow.
Yeah, no, I was
Party
gonna follow.
follows Sentinel.
I was gonna follow
I
anyways.
don't follow. No, I follow.
I'm
stay
staying
with
with
Jayla.
Jayla and Joel.
Where it's safe.
Yeah.
I too would like to take an apple though and eat it.
Oh, there's food here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
come on.
it's pantry.
Oh yeah, I'm taking a bunch of food. I'm
All right,
taking
so
as much food
as you go
as I
through,
can.
Jamie, you're just grabbing. Let's see what you get.
Hauling
Let's see what you
everything.
get.
Just the whole
grab-
arm in the
Oh,
roast.
You
it's
grab some more
everyone.
apples. You grab
Oh,
a
yeah.
sack of
Hold
rice.
on,
There's some steaks. You grab some steaks.
I'm writing all this down so I don't forget what I have.
All right, so you have 4 apples, a bag of rice,
4 apples. Right, 1 bag of rice.
6
All right.
steaks,
6 steaks. Ooh, nice.
That's a
Okay.
lot of steak, yeah.
a bag of garlic,
Bag of garlic.
Use that against Strahd.
8
I know.
potatoes.
8 tomatoes.
Are they heirloom
Potatoes.
tomatoes?
No, they're
Oh.
potatoes.
Potatoes.
Oh,
Yukon red.
Russet.
Oh,
Russet.
Russet.
Fingerling.
I'm writing it down. Russet.
Alright.
Oh.
A wheel of cheddar cheese, a full
Oh my
wheel of
goodness.
cheddar cheese.
I don't.
How
I'm
long
running
has
out
it
of-
been aged?
I'm
James-
gonna be running down on stuff that I could actually carry in a minute.
And
So
you,
we'll figure
you
this out.
stab into one of the barrels labeled ale, and you pour yourself a quick drink in a glass, and you
Ooh.
chug it back, and you go,
I would not drink on.
you wouldn't drink on the job. Never mind then. But someone else
drink on
like
the
to drink
job.
on the job.
I'm not drinking.
Darian?
anything right now.
Darian drinks on the job.
It's the
Darian
best
needs
ale
that.
you've ever had. It's like drinking gold.
I'm gonna make note of that
We can take it on the way out.
for when we steal it on the way out.
Yeah,
On the
Alright.
way out.
assuming we can.
If you guys would
Grab
like to
that
move into the audience chamber.
I'm glad people
Hmm.
followed me, or else I would look like an idiot just walking in here chewing an apple.
Yeah,
and then all of a
by
sudden-
It's
himself.
not very uncharacteristic.
No,
for
it's
Sentinel.
not.
Yeah.
No, that seems about you. That
You
seems
just
about
see
you.
Sentinel barge into the door and he's chewing an apple. Oh,
Oh,
turns
oh,
around and
oh,
leaves.
It turns the door.
give me a second.
Oh, Sentinel would have just walked in with an apple, and they go, Lord, whatever Farquaad would have been like, I'm Xanthro, and then Sentinel just would have been like, no, I'm Xanthro.
I am Xanthro.
What are you
A
doing
little
here?
shock.
No,
I'm
our,
amazed at this. I'm just sidebar. Xanthro kept that dude waiting for 3 months, and this place wasn't that large.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's not big.
He He's 20 feet down the hall. Left that
Clearly
clear.
he doesn't want to
I
see him.
admire the pettiness. I really do. I love
do,
petty.
Joel and Jay will follow
say
you for
we-
I
this
was, I,
one.
I was about to say, are
I
they,
say
are they
we
coming
join
too, or are
up.
they
Yeah,
just gonna
no, they're
stand
just gonna
there?
hang out in the room and wait for you guys.
They just hear
I say
us
we
fighting
join up with
Xanthro.
Xanthro at this point. He's got a lot of style. Leave the dude in the room.
Honestly,
All right,
maybe we could try to
Jamie
deal
and
with it.
Arthur, if you guys would like to move into the room as well.
Yes, I will also come with.
Not there.
Arthur just sneaks to the
Arthur just
back.
runs all the way.
So- You guys enter through this pantry door into the audience chamber where there are multiple chairs on a lavish rug. In the back is a fireplace with a long, almost throne-like chair where a hooded figure resembling Xanthro sits, his hands folded and his head down placed upon them. The dusk elf Urzel Flotsam flips a blade in his hand as he kind of walks behind the chair, seeing as you enter. An undead wight stands at his master's side, clutching a longsword. And below the stairs, sweeping up a mess, is the pale visage of a half-elf you once knew, wearing the black garb and gray frocks of a member of the Servants' Guild. When Urzel sees you, he flips his dagger one time, catches it, sheathes it. Well, it took you guys long enough. I hadn't expected you to meet our dear guests in the other room, that blow-hearted playwright who would wait half an eternity to talk to my master.
Well, he's still waiting, and he's gonna be waiting probably forever.
Xanthro means to keep him until he becomes a corpse, and in which we will resurrect him.
You've been feeding him.
I just
Doesn't make any
Time
sense.
Time is a relative thing. It doesn't mean we have to resurrect him now, does it? My master prefers to let him wait.
never go to float.
It makes more sense than you would
Wha-
think, Jamie.
Oh my goodness.
Regardless,
Oh.
my master and I welcome you to our humble abode. Have you found our sanctum to be hospitable to you?
I've seen nicer,
Oh,
Mostly.
but it's
There's
it's
just-
pretty.
Ah.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
perhaps you have Dusk Elf. There are beings of great power in this world who can construct these things. My master prefers function over style.
Can't hurt to having a little bit of extra flair in here.
The dreary walls, dark halls suit us best sometimes. Don't want to go too far off brand now. I
suppose.
assume you've come for both the stone and the bonny lass that stands before you. We had
Well.
wondered how long it would take you to arrive. So much so that my master grew bored of waiting and departed. But he has left you his shadow to keep you company.
How nice of him.
And as Urzel says this, the visage of Xanthro looks up, and from underneath his hood you see a man that looks identical to Xanthro in every physical way. But there's a craze behind his eyes, none of the cunning, none of the charm of the master. Almost like a wild beast, a berserker, ready to feast upon the very essence of man before him. It kind of stands like a crippled crone, back arched, loosening itself with cracking bones.
Well, how nice of him.
Do we see the stone anyway?
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
you do not.
That's not surprising at all.
He hasn't.
Of course he
So,
doesn't.
so he left you to die here to us.
Die! I'm your welcoming committee. I'm the one that's about to conscript you into our lovely undead army. The lot of you. And look at you, former champion. You can finally be with your little lassie friend once you're corpse.
But
I said I
you
think
never killed us. You
No,
never won.
you
never
couldn't even
beat us.
kill this one by himself.
Yeah, And
Yeah.
I wasn't even trying. I'm almost positive in thinking that he tried to leave you here to die. You must have pissed him off.
My master has great respect for me,
That makes
and
one
you
of
are
us.
bugs that we crush beneath our feet. Lest I remind you, though, you're the ones who surrendered to us.
What? No. That was a truce. That was a ceasefire. Y'all getting your ass.
A truce! My master
Yeah, I
had a
remember.
dagger to your throat, and you
There was
pissed
never a
yourself
dagger to my
and
throat.
offered up the stone. Don't kid yourself, Doctor. Do not kid yourself.
You have yet to win a fight. You are not the dude. Oh my goodness. Hey,
Last I checked,
I just think it'd be
I killed the
better if you gave
Grulhunts.
us the thing.
I got the stone. And now
But-
I will put you into the grave. Unless you would like to be conscripted into the army of your own free will. My master has many a wonderful incentive to join. Why, just now, if you sign on today, he's got seminars, motivational lectures,
Necromancy's just an MLM.
and
Yeah.
audiobooks on Paris.
And you
get
can
some
recruit
soldiers
15
under
more
you.
people
You also
in.
get a timeshare in the Lower Peninsula.
Oh my goodness.
I don't do
For
well
every
with
10 zombies that you make,
descriptions.
then you
Some
get
leggings to
make
sell
zombies.
you. I've got some leggings to sell you.
Oh man.
Well,
I think Jamie's gonna oh go ahead, Darren.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say anybody who says the phrase "my master" more than 15 times in a single minute is not high enough on the level of things to have the amount of confidence that you do. Like that's just
Arthur's just
I've-
gonna
I've-
like nonchalantly produce the poison crossbow that Jamie stole from Ursula
yeah,
from Jamie's bag.
One poison bolt.
One
Yeah,
single
just
shot.
like this is
Oh, we're
I
petty
took
already.
Where's this? I'll just ask him. Cut into all the discussion. Where's the Stone of Amaziah?
Where?
Of course you'd be here looking for it.
We all know that's why we're here.
It won't matter. You'll be dead.
Okay, but where is it?
man.
If
Yeah,
I
so-
want to
Yeah,
look
what's
for
the
it as
harm
a
in
ghost,
telling us? If we're gonna be dead, we can't do anything with it.
I don't even think he knows. I doubt
This
he
isn't
told
a
him.
children's play. I'm not revealing the grand master plan to you in some vote of confidence.
You
So
don't
you're
know the
not
Grandmaster plan.
confident. That's what you're saying. You think you're going to
Alright.
lose, so you don't want to tell us where it is,
I
so we
don't
don't
think
find
Yeah.
it.
conversation's gonna go anywhere.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows anything.
Gonna start
I honestly
slowly
think he was
drawing
left
arrows.
here to die.
Well, before we begin, there is something that my master wanted to tell you. Specifically, the former champion amongst you. Something he forgot to tell you after he departed with the last here. What was it? Oh, why not we hear it from her lips specifically? He
Oh,
takes a
no.
step down to where this, like, Marilli is just sweeping the floor, completely unaware of what is going on, the conversation being had. He pulls out a scroll, he places to her forehead, and utters a few magical words. At that moment, her undead body immediately tenses up. It begins to shake violently. A ghostly specter begins to form around the shape of where her body is. It looks like Marilli, but it appears to be distorted by reality itself. It's shivering, its eyes twitching and quivering as it looks around, unaware of where she is. There's a good lass now. My master has a question for you. One question specifically that I want you to tell that man right over there. He points to Joel. Tell me exactly how you feel about the former champion of Highwater. What do you think about him? What is he to you? And the body does not move, but the ghostial visage kind of glances over to the party and locks eyes right with Joel, who has not taken his off Marilli since entering the room. And in a shaky voice, she just mutters, I hate him. Everything he ever did. It ruined my life. I was I was gonna be more. I had a job. I was happy. I had what I wanted, and then he showed up and he ruined it. He took it from me. He took it from me and he ruined it. And I hate him. I hate everything he's done for me. I hate that this is where I am. I hate. And immediately, Urzel snaps his finger and the ghostly visage disappears. Well, now, isn't that lovely? Shades, you former champion, and yet you're here for a reason. He draws out his sword. And this is where my cool boss music would start.
Dun, 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 dun.
Unfortunately, the boss or the bot is still
Aye.
under maintenance.
You may speak to her further in the 7 underworlds. Perhaps then she can spit in your face. I need everyone, except these scarecrows that are still in the thing, to roll me.
The dead
Oh,
scarecrows.
I just added you guys again. 1 sec. Let me take you away. But everyone can do their sweet initiatives again.
All right, sweet, sweet, supple Anish.
Ooh, that is
The
better than
Anish.
last time, but not by much.
All right. I now have 8.
I have a 14. I doubled my initiative from the last combat.
Hey.
Let me enter it.
No.
Stop it!
We should
Ah,
just start
did it.
entering it in like alphabetical orders.
Honestly, yeah.
So I would always go first. Right from me.
Reverse alphabetical order.
Yeah, Arthur's always last.
Or alphabetical order by last name.
Boo, boo.
Or order
I'm okay
of
with that.
Power Ranger color.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
There we go.
I never watched Power Rangers.
Which Power Ranger
Well,
are you? Take
that's
this
a
quirky
shame.
quiz.
That's just a big
Alright,
old
so-
unlucky.
Well,
Bless you. Bless you.
Triple bless.
Peace.
Uber blesses.
now what if we do if we get like
Alright.
tied Power Ranger? What if like 2 people are the Red Ranger though? Then what?
Darian. Okay, that's easy. Jamie definitely has a higher dex than Sentinel. So, 1 sec. I need to see who has the higher dex, Jayla or the white here.
Yayla.
I
I
like your
never
shot
even,
Shayla on this
You-
one.
never even opened
Yeah.
Jayla's. I know. I'm so sad the bot's not working right now. I had some dope ass music for this area and all that good stuff.
I mean, I can still
Heartless Angel.
play it,
Descend,
but
Heartless
you
Angel.
guys wouldn't be able to hear it if I played it, but it would still be played on the stream.
Here, I'm gonna give it to you, Brendan. You play it. I don't want our streamers to think this is lame.
Viewers,
This is a
to
cool
hear.
battle. I don't want them to think this is lame. There you go.
Aw,
Alright.
I was doing it. I was having a
We're
good time
singing the
with it.
Sephiroth theme song in the
Oh,
background.
there we go.
This is
We won't get
the boss
caught.
fight. The boss fight. This is a boss fight. A boss fight.
All right.
That basically is how
So
it goes
everyone
off.
Urzel has drawn his blade. Marili's visage has returned back to her undead state, and the shadow of Xanthro has risen, straightened his body, and now stands tall and proud like his master. Darian, you are the first on the initiative list.
Alright, sweet. I'm trying to figure out how to loop this YouTube video because the music is
Ooh, yes.
awesome.
So
But I'm
if
just gonna go
you
for it.
pull it up on YouTube, you can actually right-click the video itself, and it should give you the option to loop.
Perfect,
pulled
found
it up
it.
on the wrong thing, but we're good.
I got it.
Hold on.
Alright, so
Whoa, slap.
no
we're good.
hesitation. I'm gonna bonus action cast my Hunter's Mark on Urzel. And then
He is Hunter's Mark.
That's what the
and then
one
I am
hunter's
going
one.
to shoot his ass.
What do we use for that? Here we go. We'll use that. All right, go ahead and give me a roll.
I think that's
Come on,
18. Oh wow, I actually
Better than
my
thought?
proficiency must have went up. 19 to hit.
Nice.
Go ahead and give me a Damaggio roll.
Oh boy.
14 damage.
All right, so as the first blow is drawn, Darian backing up against the door, you pull out your bow, arrow included, place it within the bowstring and pull it back, loosing it, sending an arrow straight over Arthur's head at a slight arc, and sticking it within Urzel's shoulder. He draws out his second scimitar. Anything else for you?
I'll just back into the doorway here for a little bit of. Wait, these are chairs?
The door is locked.
Wait, these are chairs in front of me here?
Yes, those are chairs.
Can I take like half cover?
Yes, it would be half cover.
Alright, I'll take some half cover behind a chair.
Right. Anything else for you?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, Urtzel, feeling the arrow sink within his shoulder, but having his two swords out, makes his move, and he goes over to you, Sentinel, and he's going to make 2 attacks against you with his short swords. Does a 24 hit you for the first attack?
Yep.
Mhm.
Does a 23 hit you for the second attack?
That one doesn't.
Really?
No, it hits
Okay.
me.
I'm
It
gonna
hits me
need
hard.
I'm gonna need 2 con saves from you.
Oh boy, here we go.
Come on, bud.
You got
You
this.
should be good at con saves. You're a bard.
Yeah. 21 and
Not bad.
a 14.
Ooh.
1 succeeds, 1 doesn't. So you're going to take 3d6 of poison damage and then 7d6 of poison damage for the second one. So first is the standard piercing attack, which is going to be 8 damage. And then half of that is going to be 11 poison damage. $24 poison damage.
Oh.
I think he's done.
Nope.
He's
Ooh.
still on his feet.
Nice.
I don't got a lot of.
Oh.
Jimmy.
Nope, he will not get
Mhm.
sneak. He's not going to get sneak attack either. All right, Dr. Watts, you are next.
Cool. All right. 5, 10, 15. Gonna try and do what I had did before, which is disarm him. So he has to make attack roll, or he has to make an athletics
Yeah.
against my attack roll,
I contested athletics.
and that is a 25.
You definitely beat him, so he got a 5. So he's
5.
as he strikes Sentinel Jamie, you go up and you knock both of his short swords out of his hand.
Sweet. And I am going to use my free action of object interaction to kick them across the room.
Where are you
So
kicking
he-
them specifically?
Ooh, specifically, yeah. I'm gonna kick them behind me, towards
Okay.
the door.
Give me an athletics roll to see how far you kick them.
Ooh, cool. I can do that. Put up. 11.
Catch him.
11. So, Jamie, you get them to about here in between Arthur, Joel, and Darian. So I'm actually going
Sweet.
to make a quick shape here. This is where Urtzel's swords are.
Got it.
Not bad.
Then bonus action, I am going to use my heal. Oh no. Ooh, actually, I think I might have done this in the wrong way. Oh no, healer's kit's is an object.
That's
So
fine.
I will
He's not being around.
use my my bonus action to heal up Sentinel with one of the healer's kit stuff that I had prepared for him. I'm gonna drop that down to 9, and then it is, remember correctly, it's like 2d6 plus my level. Make sure, yeah, 2d6 plus my level. All right, so you get. I am level 4. That is 15 health.
Solid.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
15 health back, and then I go 10, 20.
He will make an opportunity of attack against you with his fist.
He sure would if I didn't have the mobile feat.
Aha! Never mind. That will not happen.
And then I'm gonna go back to where I was standing before.
Mobile feet.
Actually, no. I'm gonna stay on top of these swords. I'm gonna stand on top, literally on the blades.
So you knock the blades out of his hand, right?
Yep. It's an attack. A disarming
Is that
is still an
considered
attack.
considered an attack? Okay.
Yeah, it's a special
Yep.
form of attack. Just
It
like
is a special
grappling.
attack. Okay,
Yeah.
I saw it said melee attack, but I wasn't sure if it was
Yeah.
considered.
Disarming
Fist
and grappling are both a special form of attack.
Yep. And now I'm back over here.
All right. Sentinel, you are next.
Alrighty. I am mad.
Yes, you are. Very mad. Very angry.
Ooh, Angie. Here we
What do we
go.
get?
Everybody take a Constitution saving throw that's mean.
Oh, that's not me.
So
Yes.
everyone.
Well,
in the
I
split
am
then?
mean. Maybe
Bad.
All the bad guys.
It's like I am pretty mean.
Not here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of. I
Xanthro-
could be seen as mean.
Xanthro's Shadow got 11. An 11.
I think that fails.
Sen-
They gotta
Earth-
be.
Urzel got a 22.
That'll 100%
Oof.
pass.
And then the white got a 19.
Well, Sentinel, do you consider Undead
Yes.
Marilli
Is
mean?
Undead Marilli a mean person to you?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay.
So it's 8 plus 2 plus 4.
14.
So 4. They have to beat 14.
The
So
only one who
fail-
failed
Ooh.
is Xanthro's Shadow.
Okay. Xanthro's Shadow is going to take. Ooh. Hey, there we go. So all these shadowy tendrils kind of burst out of my chest, and the blue light sparks from my neck, and then one kind of comes over and strikes the shadow in the chest for 11 damage.
All right, it strikes him for 11
Necrotic
damage.
damage. I doubt that that's going to be.
He has no
over.
immunity or resistance to it, so it hits him.
Nice.
He kind of backs up. You can actually see his body have this like nasty like burn in its chest that's slowly like overtaken by like the shadowy like black substance.
And then I will get 4 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Not bad.
Nice.
That's sensible.
Oh, that only happens once. Bummer.
Yeah. But
It's
No,
still
yeah, the
on
ones.
activation thing.
Yeah.
That's still
Alright.
good,
But
though.
you're still in your rage, so you still get all the benefits of rage.
All right, here we go. Now I'm gonna go take a back at this guy,
Okay, give me a
And-
roll on Urzel.
and we'll do it recklessly.
Of
Since
course.
he has no weapons. That is a 14.
That will miss.
Reckless,
Ugh.
dude.
Yep, so you
I
swing
know.
and he actually catches your beak axe like very quickly and pushes it aside.
Bummer. That's it. That is all I will do. I'll go stand between him and Morelli.
All right. The shadow standing lets out a "Ah!" an inhuman screech as it steps down. Actually, he won't step down because he doesn't need to step down. And he is going to cast lightning bolt.
Yeesh.
It's
He
gonna
is-
be bad.
He is going to cast lightning bolt. Has Arthur returned yet or no? Yes, he is.
Yes. He's back.
Down like this. So I need you guys to give me a dex save, please.
That is the best I could have possibly done
Ooh.
with a 25.
25 as well.
Is Darby in the lightning bolt? I don't think so, right?
No, it's just Sentinel, Arthur, and Darian.
22.
Okay? And Darian?
And Jamie. Because if it's Darian, it's Jamie.
No, it doesn't. It's a straight line.
Yeah, Jamie's right
Yeah,
behind
Jamie
me.
is literally right between Arthur and Darian.
Jamie
Yeah,
looks like
right
he's
here.
right here in the corner for me.
Oh no,
No,
he's
he's
standing on the
standing
sword.
on-
Oh, I
there.
moved.
Yes,
I
He's
moved
standing
back
on
to
his.
stand
He's
on the
standing on
sword.
his swords. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this yellow square?
that's the
That's
sword.
where,
That's,
Sword.
Ursul sword. So yes, Jamie, I will need as that's weird. It didn't update for me then.
Yep,
So
I
to
said
fill you
25.
in, Arthur, Jamie walked in, disarmed both of the swords from Ursul, and then kicked them across the room, and he's standing on top of them.
That's awesome.
So Ursul
so
has like
Sentinel,
a dagger
you got-
on him.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Sentinel, what did you get?
22.
22. Arthur and Jamie both 25. And Darian?
I got an 8.
So Darian, you will take the full brunt of his lightning bolt, which is going to be 8d6 of damage.
Yikes.
Everyone else.
That's
taking
what is
half.
known as.
That's all, folks.
Oh
If
my
any-
god.
If ever there was a
Oh,
time
no!
for Midwestern, this is it.
Oh,
Oh no.
Liam just killed you.
I mean, I have the backup character, but I'm not
you
ready
would
to
have
bring
to-
him out yet.
He would have
39
to do-
points of damage or 19 to everyone else.
Yeah, he would have to do double his thing, so
Yeah,
that's
you-
not
19
double.
to
double your
everyone
max
else?
HP.
Yeah, double your
Mm.
max. So he didn't kill you outright, but he probably dropped you down.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I,
So 19
I think
to
you're
everyone
fine
else.
on the outright death.
Oof.
Oh,
Holy
boy.
shit!
Oof.
Oh,
That's
dare you.
crazy.
Why are my
All right,
my saves are really weird? I thought
19. I want to make sure I change my thing on my thing here. What's some basic math?
Some basic math.
Yikes.
Oosh. That's not good.
Yeah,
I
he
am,
had me.
I am not
That would be
halved.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a great con. 'Cause I am
Yeah,
not
19. Well,
doing
19's about half my health too.
Yeah, I have
It's a little more
37,
than
so-
half. I'm
yeah.
35.
Yeah.
It's a little more than half, but
Sheesh. All right.
About
Well,
there.
there you go.
Shit.
All right. That's his turn. Darby.
ooh boy. All right, I have decisions to make. I can do one of two things here. I can choose to give advantage on everyone, or I can try to
Okay, you
stop someone from doing anything.
Stop someone. Stop someone.
My only problem
That
is,
motherfucker.
is Xanthro in this shadow state considered a humanoid?
Yes.
Okay.
Hold person, baby. Let's go.
Then Darby is going to start his turn by pulling out the wonderful golden jack of chains, and he is tossing it at good old Xanthro Willowspark's shadow. I need
What level? What level
wisdom.
spell is that?
It is a second level spell currently.
He casts counter spell and blocks it.
Nice.
So at Darby, you pull out your card, you throw it, and you hear the shadow mutter some inhuman words and actually catch the card midair and watch it disintegrate in his grasp.
Well,
that's a power move.
yes, it is. And the good news is that is one spell slot he doesn't have. Bad news is that's half of my spell slots. So, I'm gonna stand in the corner over here because I don't have any bonus actions I can actually take because they are other spell casts, and that is my turn.
All right, Arthur.
Shaking off the lightning damage, I'm gonna go 5-10, and I am going to double strike against the defenseless
Urtzel.
Ertzel Flotsam.
Go ahead.
Weaponless,
Yeah.
not defenseless. I have his crossbow and now both of his swords, which is something I feel like I said.
23 to hit,
That'll hit.
and since I am within 5 feet of nobody else, I get my
Well,
sneak attack.
Sentinel's also within
Sentinel's
5
there
feet of
too.
him too, so you can sneak attack anyways.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
Okay.
hard for you not to have
Alright.
sneak attack right now. Only way you don't get is if you have disadvantage.
16 damage.
All right. You slice into
bad.
Urtzel, blood sprays out onto the floor, and he's as you hit him.
All right, I'm hitting him again with the other arm.
'Kay.
That's gonna be a 19 to hit,
That also hits.
Nice.
and that's gonna be 4 damage.
All right. He takes 4 damage. It's a light cut. He is still on his feet, though. Anything else for you?
I'm gonna move. Let's do. So I moved 5, 10, 15 to get there. So I've got 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And my turn.
You have your rakish audacity, so you cannot make an opportunity
Correct.
attack.
There is
on
no opportunity attack on me.
you. All right. Joel is up and seeing kind of Marilli just standing there with her broom. He's like, "All right, Miri, I don't give a shit what you just said. Taking you home." He runs over and just grabs onto her, and the undead just kind of looks at him before her eyes immediately turn to slant, and she begins to fight him as he kind of tries to hold her down. And we'll see how he does. He does terrible. She bakes free and smacks him with the end of the broom. The white is going to go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And who will he attack? Who will the mindless undead attack? Jayla.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I beat up the paladin.
Oh, he is going to definitely hit her, even though her armor class is super good. He's going to make 2 long swords attacks. Yep, that hits her with a 20 non-natural, and then a miss on her for a d8 of damage, plus his... Wow, that was terrible. He did 3 damage to her.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, Jayla.
Yeah, Jayla, being a tank.
Yep. And then shaking off her light flesh wound, she turns around and says, looks at Joel as he's kind of
Accusing.
fighting with Marilli, and goes, I have no idea what's going on here or what she even means. It's probably a necromancer's trick. Don't think anything of it. As she swings at the... Wow, good hit. That is going to be a 19 for her, which will hit the white. And I will have her do a d8 of damage here, and she's going to take a spell slot to do a little bit of divine smiting on this one.
Ooh.
Yeah. Put some extra juice into it.
Big old Smitty Warberman Jensen.
And she just does like F it and does a second level,
Ooh,
which is
nailed it.
going to be a 3d8 of damage, with 2d8 of that being radiant damage.
Yeah.
I see.
Is the white undead?
It is.
Then it's a bonus D8.
White is undead.
Yep. It was a bonus D8.
Yep.
With that smiter.
That is going to be 17 points of damage to the white. Unfortunately, she rolled a 1 on one of her and that extra die, but does take it down to
That's
almost
okay.
half health.
Still pretty solid. Good
Not
damage.
bad.
So Marilli is continuing to struggle with Joel. She tries to whack him with the broom, gets a hit, and does a point of damage to Joel as he's wrestling with her. Darian, I need a death saving throw.
Here we go. That's a 4.
That's
That
a
is your
failure.
first death fail.
Noted. Also, you can probably take Hunter's Mark off of.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
concentration has
I was
Oh yeah,
dropped
good.
entirely.
Yeah, definitely concentration got effed.
I mean, I'll roll for concentration if you want. Me to,
No,
but I
you
don't
can't
really-
concentrate
You beat a
while you're dead.
39.
First roll was for concentration. The next roll is your
Yeah.
death save.
All right.
You cannot
Uh,
concentrate while unconscious, unfortunately.
So, what's his face? Urzel's gonna go.
Urzel.
Sentinel, you're gonna take an opportunity of attack against him as he steps away.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
that is a 10.
That will miss
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Buddy.
as you swing.
Okay.
And unfortunately
man.
for you, Jamie, Urzel has a second crossbow, considering he's been here at the hold for a little bit, and he is going to
Ooh.
take a shot at you
That's dumb.
for 19.
Yeah, well, I'm dead,
Yikes.
so.
Give me a con save.
Oh,
Come on, buddy.
no.
That's a 17?
You survive, so it'll be half.
Yeah, well, I'm still dead, though. I'm still down.
Well, he might not outright kill
Yeah,
you.
he might not outright kill you.
Yeah, I'm still down, so there's nothing I can.
So his first attack is going to be, well, I didn't do very good. 4 damage.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still the poison, but yes.
We'll play this stuff on the roll.
I feel like I'm blurry.
Wow. 7 damage.
Yeah, alright, well, I'm down.
Oh.
Dang.
So what did I say I did to you there, Jamie? It was 7 and
It's 10.
4.
Or
So it's 11.
Or 11.
11. All right, so you're down as well. So Jamie, I need a death save as well.
Ooh, as he aims at me before I get shot, I'm gonna say, potions are in my pocket.
Potions are in his pocket.
Alright, death save. Yeah. That's a 20.
Nice.
That brings you up at 1.
He's already
Look
up, man.
at that!
Nice. No trouble. That's good.
That's
That's
the
good.
second time you've self-resurrected.
Yeah,
and
that's
spot from
impressive.
Urzel.
Against Urzel too. That's
This
twice
dude
now. He has
does
knocked you
not
down
have
and
to
you
bring you
got
down.
up. Yeah.
All right, so
It's like
Jamie,
you see the arrow and like you position your body towards non-fatal every time. It's, you missed every
I
vital
have-
organ.
I'm back up. I've been handling his for a minute too. I've been picking it out.
Eventually, you're gonna
Tested it out.
get an immunity to his poison at this rate.
That's dope.
I don't have a poisoner's kit, but if I ever did, I'll make an antidote.
That's so dope.
all right, so Dr. Watts, you are back on your feet. The arrow has
That's
been sunk
amazing.
within inside of you, and like a newfound vigor irradiates through you as you come up.
This bait chin keeping me down.
I am literally. That's so great.
Just wink at him. Just wink at him.
To look at him again.
right, Sentinel, you are next.
All right. We'll go right here, and we'll take a shot at Urzel, Reckless.
Yeah.
Come up. Get him.
That is 19
That hits.
plus
Yeah.
That hits.
whatever
Nicky
stuff.
Nick.
And that is 10 plus 4, 14 damage.
Yeah.
All right. He is going to take the full 14 as you slash him with your beak axe.
Is that with
Anything else?
your bonus damage for being in rage?
No, that's not. Thank you.
You're
Brendan.
That's a
welcome.
plus 2.
That is 16.
All right,
extra
2
2.
more damage onto him. Hey,
Hey.
every little bit of damage
It's
counts.
fine.
Yes,
right
it
now.
does.
That is the
Shit,
main
move away.
component of your
Yes,
character,
that
Nick.
is why you go into rage. Resistance
Yes.
and bonus damage.
All right.
Yeah.
What magical
And
effect did you get when you went into the
You got the
rage?
tendrils,
Oh.
Yeah.
and it hit the shadow.
Yeah,
for
the
a
shadow.
level.
Oh, nice.
Gave him a little bit of extra bonus HP there.
So again, Xanthro lets out a shrieking loud scream as he says a few more words, and the mere copies of him begin to surround him, flashing
God.
in and out with the real version of himself.
Mirror image.
I almost took that spell.
Never know what to use. Little icon piece. We're gonna use that one, and that will be his turn. Darby.
All right. Well, Jamie is awake. Darian's not.
I am awake.
Hopefully, Jamie will be okay. I think.
That's an interesting statement.
Well, you know, it'd be like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes.
I have a bit of a vendetta against Mr. Urzel Flotsam here. So, I am going to use my bonus action to cast Hex on him.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go. That's nice.
I am going to Hex his strength.
Urtzels?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, for my main action, we're tossing a card.
What exactly does that do to him? With you
So,
casting his-
Hex means I get an extra d6 of damage whenever I hit him, and then because I chose Strength, he has disadvantage on all ability checks made with that chosen ability.
Okay,
So he's got disadvantage on all Strength checks for
sounds good.
the duration of Hex. And I'm gonna huck a card at him, because this man burned my hat.
Oh yeah, he did.
And I need my revenge on him for that. And that is a big fat 10.
That will miss. He will actually whack your card out of the air with his crossbow.
That is okay. The rage is a little too strong. Can't
Anything
handle
else
it.
for you? Anything
That
else for
is-
you, Darby?
All I will do, I'm okay standing in the corner.
Arthur.
You do some fancy footwork. 5, 10, 15, and I'm going to strike against Urzel as well.
Go ahead.
That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's gonna be sneak attack. That's 11, 15 plus 5, 20 damage.
You will do 20 damage to Urtzel.
First strike. Second strike. Offhand. That's going to be a 20 to hit, non-natural.
That'll hit.
Not bad.
Come on. That's 6 damage.
Not bad.
Urtzel looks terrible, but he's still on his feet.
Hee
All right. Then I am going to move. Ooh. You know, I'm gonna stay right there. I'm gonna stand right in front of him, blocking his
All
way.
right.
Fancy footwork.
Joel
I
is
don't
once
think.
again going to try to grasp Marilli.
Not too much with that.
He actually is able to, and he locks her in like a restraining bear hug. She's currently trying to break out of it. All right, Marilli, I gotcha. Don't move. Don't stop kicking me in the shin. And the white.
Oh, Joel.
Oh, Joel.
Oh,
Arthur, the white is going
Joe.
to swing against you first
Sure.
for 18.
Hits.
Oh,
All
Yeah.
right.
Have fun with that.
yeah.
He's like a bitch.
That is going to be 5 slashing damage. And then he is going to make another attack with his longsword. That is only a 11. An
I
11.
misses. I block it.
All right, he misses. Jayla will go. She's going to move over, and Jamie, she's going to grasp your shoulder and use her lay on hands ability to give you.
Jamie can't hate Jayla anymore.
She was
I sure
useful.
can.
Let the
He's going
shipping. Let the shipping begin.
She's going to give you 15 points of health.
Oh dang!
Whoa,
You went all in
damn.
on that.
That's pretty solid.
A lot of health to get. From that.
Using magic to heal.
I'm not saying anything as of right now. I am just.
It's all right. The
It is
fans
what
are
it
already
is.
shipping it. The fans
It
are
is.
shipping it.
It is.
It is
This
already.
ship has set sail.
And Jayla comes over and she gives you she grabs your shoulder, Jamie, and she's like, "All right, I got you. Don't worry." And you can kind of feel reinvigorated as like this radiant energy courses through your body and gives you life.
Life.
All right,
Gotta love
Marilla
that.
is going to attempt to break out of Joel's bear hug, which she does,
No.
and kicks him
Nice.
in the shin.
Yes. Keep kicking his ass.
Darian, I need another death save from you.
Let's do this.
Get a nat 20. Let's go.
Come on, bud.
He's gonna get a 1.
That would suck.
I know it is because that's what's happening.
What'd you get?
Why'd you have to
I
say
do it.
that?
I knew that was happening no matter
You get
what
a
was
1?
happening.
You didn't roll a 1.
He sure did. He
Hey.
sure did.
That's 2,
Roll.
isn't it?
So he's
A one
Yeah,
is
that
a
would-
nat
you-
one is
yeah,
three
you-
fails.
You'd be dead.
Yeah,
If you
you're
rolled a
dead,
He's
dead,
dead,
Darian.
Yep, because you failed 3 death saves.
Yep, you have failed 3 death saves. Darian expires.
Darian's doing some quick looking up of things.
Yep, that's it. Definitely
nope.
counts.
He's
too.
dead.
Yes, it
Dude.
does.
Not much, unfortunately, we can do there.
That
So
was
Ursel-
funny.
I knew that was coming. I
In
knew
his
that was coming
bloody,
as soon as he went.
in his bloodied, horde state, holds the crossbow up to you, Arthur, and attempts to make a shot at you.
At disadvantage.
Big
against
disadvantage.
crossbow.
At disadvantage, he got 19.
Ow,
Dang,
shit,
dang.
yeah,
Dang,
still
you have
hits.
disadvantage.
Is it?
I will need a con save from you.
Oh, 9.
You will fail.
Oop.
You will take the full brunt of his 76 poison.
Well,
So
actually,
oh wow,
Nice
11
serving,
piercing.
Okay. Still up.
not for long.
Did everyone else just? I was like, wait a second. Did I
It was-
miss?
That is going to be 33 poison damage.
Yep.
Yeah, you're dead.
No, okay, I did not die,
Yeah,
but
he's
I am
not
definitely
outright, but he's
unconscious.
super down there.
Holy
With
shit. I had
37 max,
I
he's
had
more than
2
fine.
health and my max is 37, so he almost outright killed me.
Not quite, though. Not quite.
Oh,
We should have taken the DMs. Hey, do you guys want to buy anything?
what are we
I
gonna
should've
buy?
thought about
Another
poison.
teammate?
Yeah, right?
I thought about poison is what I thought.
Jamie,
You
you
get a
do
poison.
have a crossbow with a 1 poison bolt in it as well.
I
Yeah.
sure do. I'm aware that I have a deadly weapon.
Arthur is knocked out.
I'm laying on
Dr.
two
Watts,
Got it.
you have
5.
one. You give 1 chance to heal Darian to not make him die, and this is my wife probably won't want to draw a new character right now. Death's possible heal. So
Well,
This is the
Thankfully.
second time I've gotten this too, because I got a nat 1 like 2 weeks
We
ago.
will lose our only fan if Darian dies.
Yeah.
all right.
This is
all right,
the.
all right.
Jamie still gets to do the big double heel turn though.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause
So
you do have fast
since
hands.
I don't need as much healing now that I did before, so that's actually not that big of a deal. Okay, seeing
play
that
2
Darian is like 2 seconds away from the mortal coil for the second time, I am going
Again.
to quickly use my again. I'm gonna quickly use my healer's kit that I have saved for him,
Okay.
and it's gonna be how many dice do you get? Hit die do you get before?
Same level as we
Yep,
are so
four.
far.
So 3. Oh, 4.
Four.
Okay.
Level 4.
So you get 14 hit points.
Holy shit.
Not bad.
And
Thank
as
you,
I'm doing
all
that,
generous CM.
Yes.
yeah, thank you, Dungeon Master. As I'm doing, I fix you up, and right as your eyes get like open, I'm taking your hatchet and I'm throwing it directly next to your face.
I will say,
And
as DM, this is the last time I am doing this. This is literally, I know my wife, if I ask her to draw a new character, will say no. So
yeah.
I won't have one for next session.
So
I
that's
feel
what
like I
happens.
should get the
You-
backup character like on art already, cause damn.
Yeah, honestly, maybe it might not be a bad
Stop
idea.
rolling ones on death saves there, man.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta
stop
die
rolling one
wish.
of
I just gotta start lying about him.
There you go.
That's fine. That's
It's
fine.
a
So-
That's fine.
2.
All
That's
right, what else are
one.
you, Jamie?
And then I'm gonna go 5. Oh man, I can't do what I wanted to do.
Carol,
Otherwise
you like
I'm
your
breaking.
backup character. You ain't switching.
You know what though?
Get the
Man,
backup
I
character.
kind of.
I don't
I'm
have
gonna
a
have
backup
to do
character
this.
ready. I
Oh
was
yeah,
about that.
5, 10, and then as my action, I am going to use my kit that I have for Arthur. And I am
All right.
actually wait, no. Take that back. 5, 10. Use my thing that I have for Arthur, which is another 14.
Nice. Thank you.
And then I'm gonna go right back to where I was. And there we go. And I've never left anybody's threatened square, so no opportunity.
No opportunities.
Against-
So, Arthur, you are back 14 HP.
Holy smokes.
Nice.
What we do in this place? I'm gonna look at
Alright.
Jayla like, and what? Like, yeah, we all got healing, bitch.
It's just kind of
Come
like,
at-
what is your deal?
What's the problem?
like, yeah, that's where I got him and him. What move do you give me? Whatever.
Well, thank you for reckless attacks because I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 20. And so I will take the nat
Hey!
20.
You will take the
Are you
natural
sure?
20. Who
Yeah.
are you attacking?
Urzel, of
Yeah,
He's
course.
gonna die, baby.
I hope so.
So that is 12 plus. I roll this twice, right?
Yes, 2
Yep.
dice.
That's how we do this.
2 dice and then add your mod.
And
Double the
6.
dice.
So it's 18 plus 4.
It's your rage.
Plus 2.
Plus 2 is 24 damage.
Not
That no, you
Get
barrel,
it!
you bunker in, barrel down your beak axe upon Urzel's head. How would you like to kill him?
Yes, I'm gonna yeet him onto the table. I'm just gonna rear my head and pick him up with the beak axe and throw him on the table and say, dinner is served.
You hurl Urzel
Nice.
using your beak axe. It hooks onto his stomach, slicing through him. You actually see you can see the blade of the axe jutting out from his gut as he's lifted off, dropping his crossbow. And Sentinel hucks him, and you see his body hit the table and crash through it. Urzel does not move.
Yes.
Ooh, as I see, as the light leaves his eyes, can I look at him and go, 3? And I want to make sure he sees it.
You know. All right.
Oh shit.
And is that where you're moving?
Yeah, I'll move between Morelli
Remind
and.
me not to piss you off, Sentinel.
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
Yes.
so much
Just
blood.
skewered a man directly in front of me. Like it's like that scene like you look at Sentinel kill him and then it switches over to Arthur's face. There's just this is
Yeah.
blood spray on his face. Like,
Sentinel.
oh.
You see 5 almost darts appear around Xanthro. He sends 3 at you and 2 at Arthur. These do not need to be rolled to be hit, as it is magic missile.
Oh, yes. Just auto
Just
damage.
a D4 of damage.
Damage. 11 damage to you, Sentinel.
Dang, he rolled real well on those.
And then on you, Arthur, it will be... Oh, he didn't roll well at all. 6. And that will be his turn.
All right. Well, seeing as how Urzel is dead, I
Urzel
still have
Fotzel.
some wonderful things for him, but I'll wait until everyone's dead. First things first, bonus action. I am moving Hex, and I suppose since the white's right in front of me, I'll do that so we can get this guy out of here a little bit quicker, I hope.
Okay.
I'll pick strength. Why not?
Okay.
It's probably not gonna come up, but I'll hex the strength there, and then I will shoot a card at the white.
Go ahead.
Hopefully this is a little bit better. That is much better than before. That's a big old 22.
That hits.
There's my D10. And my... Is it a D6 for Hex? It is a D6. So that is 7 plus 5 for... 12 force damage.
Okay.
And an extra 5 necrotic.
1 second. 1 second. How much for necrotic?
5.
5. The necrotic damage does not seem to do nearly as much to him as the rest of it does.
Kind of figured,
Ooh.
but damage is damage.
Damage is
Arthur.
damage.
I will stay where
Alright.
I
Oh,
am.
Darby, is there anything else you'd
No,
like to do?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right, Arthur,
I like the door
Arthur's going to kind of
position.
pick up on what Darby's doing, and he's going to take a swipe at the white
go ahead.
there.
I just
That is
smoked
going to
it,
be
so-
a 18.
That hits.
All right, that's going to be sneak attack. That is 6 and 6 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21.
Arthur, you impale the white with your blade, and as you cut down, the undead topples to the floor and dies.
We don't have white on
With
there.
that, I'm going to flip around and go 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm going to use my bonus or action attack to swipe at the shadow husk of Evil Man.
Go ahead.
And that's only going to be a... I don't even get to add... Oh, yeah, I get my... Okay,
You
so
get
it's
your
gonna
bonus.
be
attack.
11.
It's a hit.
Yeah, 11 to hit.
That misses.
Yeah, I figured. Okay.
What's the
Alright.
AC for Mirror Image?
Oh, yes.
Because Mirror
thank you.
Image does have an AC for it.
Let's see.
Because it might hit the image.
I
You
thought
have
it was
to-
you rolled to
It's-
see which
it-
Yeah,
one.
so
the-
if you roll in you do hit. You rolled an 11. It will actually miss his mirror image.
Because Mirror
So
Image
you would
is a
hit
little
it, but
janky.
you missed it.
Yeah, it's funky.
No worries.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Joel, after getting kicked in the shin,
I'll go look
is
it up
like,
real quick.
I'm done with you, and he goes to tackle Marilli. Hey, there's a 20 for Joel,
Good job, Joel.
and he tackles her to the ground and once again restrains her, knocking her prone. Jayla, seeing the white dead, goes 5, 10, 15, 20, and she winds up she drops her shield, winds up a massive blast with her sword, and drops another spell slot for her second divine smite against him.
She should probably wait until she sees if she hits a clone or not.
She does. Oh yeah, I forgot. She doesn't realize that. She's just going to
Okay,
ape on this
that's
guy.
fine. She can smite a clone if she wants, but
And yes, she definitely smites a clone. So she cuts in, and you just see one of his clones vanish. And then Marilli's gonna go, and she's going to attempt to break free and fail. So Joel still has her on the ground as she struggles. Darian,
All right, I'm
your
going.
second brush with death has left you fatigued and
True.
slightly off a little bit as your body struggles between the mortal coils of this realm.
Well, definitely shake that off, I guess.
so as a quick note before you do anything, Mirror Image is when you attack, you roll a d20 to determine if you're hitting the target or a duplicate, and then you roll to hit the AC.
Of the duplicate.
Yes. If it's a duplicate, you roll for the AC of the duplicate. If it's the target, you roll for their AC.
Okay. Well, I am going to bonus action Hunter's Mark this guy. Let me cast that really quick on my character sheet. Ba-bam. There we go. All right, and then I will roll for an attack.
Go ahead.
See what I hit.
Well, first roll
Yeah,
to
roll
see
for
if you hit a
target or not.
duplicate or not.
Oh man, I really like this number, but it's 27 to hit. Or
And
What's the
27
die
for
roll?
the first
Yeah,
number.
what's just the actual die roll?
Oh, the actual die is 19.
That hits a duplicate.
And you're rolling for its
Alright.
AC,
So I'm rolling to hit the duplicate
which
for
is 10 plus its dex.
16
for his
plus
dex.
8, 24 to hit.
And you shoot an arrow and it strikes the duplicate, removing another one.
Got one
Bam.
dupe.
Anything
And
else for you?
that'll be it for, well... Jamie, you got any health potions?
I sure do.
Can I, like, bonus action pocket one, not use it, but just, like, take it?
You can interact
Okay.
with an object, so yeah, you could take one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
gonna take one.
I open my pocket, my trench coat pocket, to reveal where my.
I'm gonna
potions are.
grab one.
You have one standard healing potion, if that's what you do.
I am. Yep.
Thank you, Jamie.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Only standards.
Okay. Duh.
Graders are a little
I
too expensive for us.
Yeah, I take one away. So there we go. Okay.
Jamie, you are
Yeah,
next.
yeah.
Whew. Okie doke. Seems like that guy's pretty well handled. There's not a whole lot that I can do. So I am gonna go 5. I'm gonna take one of the swords, object interaction, free.
Okay.
10. I would like to cut off the arms of this guy and kick them across the room.
You have de-armed Urzel Flotsam, who I believe is who you're doing this to.
Yes, correct. Just
All
because,
right.
just because we've already seen one person raised from the dead when this dude's around, and I don't want him to be able to use weapons again. Then,
That's fair.
and this is like a shadow, right? He's not like a guy.
He is being described as a shadow. He himself is not actually a shadow.
Hmm.
He's
It's
like
a
a
really animated, like it's basically like it's basically those corpses were put together a Frankenstein monster recreation.
Got
of
it.
this
Is
guy.
it okay? I guess I'm saying like, can I? This is not sentient.
It's somewhat sentient because it is casting spells against you guys, but it doesn't seem to be able to converse or anything like that.
So more or less like the scarecrows downstairs.
Perhaps.
That's not clear enough for me. I will. Who's been hurt?
I'm
everyone.
fine.
Darby.
Yeah, I've never been hit yet.
Me.
Yeah.
I've managed to deke.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go over to Sentinel. Then I'll go to Sentinel, and then with my action, I will give him a potion, which will heal you for. Boop-a-doop.
2d4 plus 2.
7.
Okay.
Not bad. And then I will move back to. Well, I don't need to pick up the swords anymore, so I'll move back over to the corner.
Okay. Sentinel, you are net.
Let's take another whack.
Room. I don't know if I'll be taking any more spells though.
13 plus 6, 19.
That hits a the final duplicate.
Ooh,
And
nice.
that is 2 plus 6.
No
8.
damage, just give me a regular attack.
Yes. The first roll is to determine if you're hitting a duplicate or him, and then the second roll is to actually hit.
Gotcha. Okay, so
it'll be
then.
your actual.
Okay, reckless. There we go. That is 8 plus 6, 14.
That'll hit the duplicate and remove the final one from him. So none of this like weird shadowy face swapping thing going on.
Gotcha.
They are all real because there's.
That's
only
what you
one.
get.
All right, it is the Necromancer's turn, and in a flash, looks like I gotta update his spell slots here. In a flash, he vanishes and then reappears here, as if
Misty
walking on
step.
air.
Misty step.
And Sentinel, he is going to huck a fireball at you.
Oh!
Or a firebolt. A firebolt.
I
Not
was gonna
actually.
say. I was gonna say because he can't do
I was like,
both of those.
okay.
It's
No.
not just me.
I was about to say he
Yeah.
cannot
Oh,
cast
no.
fireball right now.
I
Sentinel,
moved
do you
back.
get? Does a 29 hit you?
I
Yes.
didn't say how big is the room. I said I cast fireball.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
in
he
fairness,
said
if he did Misty Step, he
Yeah,
could not
please, my
cast
room.
fireball in the same turn.
Correct.
So,
Unless he's the DM, in which case he can
well,
do
yeah,
whatever.
unless he
the
cheats,
DM.
Yeah,
in
legendary-
which case that's
Unless I
totally
cheat.
fine. But
It's not cheating if you're the DM.
well,
Yeah.
He
I mean,
does
when you
18
break
points of
actual-
fire damage to you,
who can end up
Sentinel.
like that? That is
18.
18.
Yeah.
That's a big
Yeah,
fire.
I am down,
Alright.
down
What?
in a burning rain of fire. I
Not
had
after
3
everything
health.
I've done.
Yeah, I had 3 health when you
Oh,
gave me 7.
Seven.
So
okay, yeah. Well, first things first, bonus action. Hex is going on, the only man left to deal with. I mean, technically, we need to deal with Merle too, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
She's in a bear hug.
Yeah, I'm strength again, in case anyone decides they want to grapple or whatever. And I will huck a card. A good old, not
hard hucking.
man.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Ooh, 24.
That hits.
Nice.
D10 or D6? That's my 10. That's my 10. Ooh, big. We got a big old 8 plus 5 for math is hard. 13 on the force damage.
All right.
I got a big max damage hex for 6 necrotic.
So you just blast him. The shadow of Xanthro is still up on his feet, though.
Well, that is all I'm gonna do. I don't really feel
Arthur.
the need to move.
All right, I am going to run over to Shadow Man, and I'm going to strike him twice with my scimitars of justice. All right, first one's gonna be a 19.
Justice, that's nice.
That will hit him.
All right, that's
Just
sneak attack.
Justice.
That's gonna be 5, 10, 15 plus 5 is 20 damage for the first one.
Still on his feet.
Second strike is 14 to hit.
That will hit him, but he casts shield to protect himself.
All right.
Ooh.
That is his reaction.
Anything else for you, Arthur?
That is my turn.
All right,
He goes out in the
Joel.
corner.
Joel continues to hold Marilia on the ground as she struggles. Jayla will go, so she'll move up and take a swing at him. Ooh, does Jayla hit him? I believe she does. Oh, Jayla just misses by 1.
Ooh.
She goes to strike him and it bounces off his
Tough break.
shield.
Tough
Hell.
break.
Mm.
All right, Marilia is going to struggle some more. She rolls a 1. So the undead body is just kind of giving up at this point. It's just kind of laying there now. Darian.
All right. I am going to shoot Zan Foe. See what I did there?
Ah,
Yes, very nice.
ah.
I
Xanthro.
thought
very
about
nice,
that
very
like
nice.
a turn ago, and I was like, I gotta
good.
use it. All right.
I hope he doesn't die yet. I need to use it.
Now we are talking, lads. Natural 20.
There we
Let's
go.
Where was
You
that?
do
Where was
get
that when
double
you
dice
died?
on.
I know! Both times! Okay,
So,
let me grab
just
a
so
few
you're
more
aware,
die.
Darian, you do get twice the dice on your Hunter's Mark as well.
Oh, yeah, and my bonus 1d4 of psychic damage that I do.
Oh, yeah. You get 2 of those
Adding
now,
my
too.
extra die.
All your damage is double.
Feywild or whatever.
Yeah, it's
whatever
Fey,
it's
Mark of the Fey.
Alright.
called. Fey touched.
Yeah, Fey,
Here we
Fey
go.
Wild.
I got some math to do. 1 second.
Math. Fun
Seven,
math.
Math is
9,
hard. Numbers big.
13, 16, 19,
They do be
23
like-
points of damage.
23?
Yes.
How would
sir.
you like to dispatch Xanthfo?
Yeah.
Alright,
Xanthro.
Dealing with the existential crisis that is my mortality, I'm gonna dock an arrow. I'm gonna aim straight for the head and imbue it with as much willpower as I can in the form of the psychic damage, which I rolled max on both psychic damage die, so I'm gonna say it's a cool thing.
Power friendship.
I'm going right
Power
between the eyes.
There you go.
So you loose an arrow right, as you said, between the shadow's eyes. It strikes Xanthro, or Xanfo as you call them. And
He's
it
on the
doesn't-
count as Xanfo.
Yeah, it doesn't at first seem to do anything. He kind of is just standing there and looking around, this giant arrow jutting out from his forehead. But slowly you watch as like his body begins to like dissipate into like a smoke almost, and you begin to see this reddish orange liquid spew out from every wound that was caused to this thing as its body crumples. It lets out one final ear-shattering scream, and when the smoke clears, you see a corpse sewn together, shrouded and covered in this orange liquid.
I'll also put a hand on Jamie's shoulder now that it's apparent he's dead and say, "Thanks, man."
Yeah, don't mention it. That's what I do. And then
Darian,
oh, go ahead. please.
as you say that, and Jamie replies with, "Don't mention it," you fall over and faint.
Oh,
Oh, well, then I wouldn't walk away. I would
Go check
stay
on him.
by where he is.
better icon for sleeping.
There might
No.
be like a
That
Z.
works.
I like that one. It looks like a sleepy guy.
I would try to wake him up.
Jamie, you kind of shake him a little bit. You try a few different things to see if you can get Darian to awaken, but nothing seems to be working. His body seems to be existing on some weird precipice between life and death.
How would I bring him back to the life side?
That you are unsure of.
Can I make a medicine check to
You
see
can
what's
attempt
wrong?
to make a medicine check.
Okay. Oh, that's dumb. That's 11.
11. Jamie, you can tell that he's very wounded, obviously, from the battle, but you've done a fair job of patching him up. Nothing on his body physically should be life-threatening anymore at this point. There's something else that has placed him in this state of limbo.
Okay, well, if he's medically fine, I'm going to go over to Sentinel and bring him back up to not
Okay.
I
dying
forgot
anymore.
Sentinel's down, huh?
Yep, so Jamie, you can go and do that.
If I may, I would also like to do a thing.
What would you like to do?
I would like to go up to the armless corpse of Urzel. And Darby is going to kind of take his hat off for a second, look at the burn marks on it, put it back on, and he's just going to start kicking Urzel's corpse and then throw a firebolt directly into the center.
You have
Oh.
you have mangled his corpse further than it was mangled. It is now unrecognizable.
And he's going to spit on it and walk away.
Okay,
Wow.
that was something to do.
Sorry, don't... Let that be a lesson to not mess with the hat.
All right, don't touch
Lost
the
my
head there.
composure.
I think we all got it.
But with him here, I needed to get that out.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we've all loved the hat, so we get that.
Arthur's gonna look at his own hat and kind of agree and
Yeah.
not realizing that Jamie's being sarcastic and go, yeah, you know what we have?
You know
We
what?
have all loved the
We have
hat.
some good hats.
All of it. Ooh, real quick, DM. I certainly, again, would like to loot Flatum for the now third time to
Yeah,
see.
you
Take
you
the
can take
crossbow.
you can take 2 short bows and another crossbow.
He's loaded.
Okay. What about all? Does he have any more of these
Arthur
poison
is-
darts as opposed to just the one that I got
will say
last
you
time?
find an extra poison dart. He kind of makes him as he goes.
He makes them as he goes. Okay, so we
Yeah,
have
what
2
a
poison
great
darts.
assassin.
I will give the cutlasses to Arthur and the sheaths they're in and be like, I don't know how many poison uses you get out of these, but here you go. They're the
Awesome.
same swords you're using now with whatever poison he's using
Arthur,
on us.
I will say each sword has 1 poison use on it.
Sweet. I love that. Thank you.
With some huge
So-
damage poisons too.
Yeah, so just take that as you will.
Yeah, and it is. If it hits, it is a dex save of 15, and if it hits, it's 76 poison. If you want to jot that down.
That's just
Sounds
those are our good freaking
Same with your crossbow bolts, Jamie. It's a 15, 76 of poison damage if they fail.
I mean,
Awesome.
I'm just gonna
Thank you.
take the I don't need the weapon or the crossbow bolts. I would take the poison and just kind of like put it in a vial on the off chance I can use it for medical stuff.
I would say you could fill 1 vial of poison from the arrows.
Go ahead.
Sweet. All right,
And
then
then
I
use
do.
it off.
So now you have just
Sure.
2 regular crossbow bolts.
Arthur is twiddling the night color whistle in his pocket, debating about whether or not he wants to make the shambling corpse of Urzel Flotsam follow them around for 24 hours, but decides
The
against it. in his
Shambling,
time of
mangled, burned
seriousness.
corpse without arms that's been spit on and kicked repeatedly. I don't know if he could even come
Yeah,
back
no.
at this point.
Gross.
I may
The-
have
the-
had a
Arthur decides because Darian is unconscious that there are more pressing matters and
Yeah.
decides
Yes,
to try
there
and
are currently.
hoist Darian up onto Sentinel.
All right, so Arthur, you go and place Darian on Sentinel, just as Joel just Marilla is now struggling again, and she just is like almost like mindlessly, and Joel's just like, Miri, I'm sorry, and he just clocks her right in the face, and it just goes limp.
Oh.
I will suggest that we hog tie her because I said we do have
Yeah.
rope.
Now is a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
time
I'm
to
okay
do
with
that.
All right, so I'm gonna tie up Marilli, or the corpse of Marilli, I guess.
We can deal with the semantics.
Um,
later.
I'm gonna make an investigation check around the room for any hidden ways to, any hidden doors, any
Oh,
passages, any things I
uh,
forgot.
no need to check because there's a hallway right here with a door.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
cool.
okay.
But we did
I was
not.
just-
I will help.
We clearly did not find the Stone of Amasia.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well then we'll just keep looking for stuff.
All right, you guys venture off to find the Stone of Amasia here in Xanthros Sanctum. Unsure of what else you will find. But because it's so late, we will do that next week, Monday.
Finish it up.
Boo!
We'll possibly finish it up.
Awesome. Great session, man.
Yeah, huge.
We did it. Good job, everybody.
Woo.
We got
Hell
rid of
yeah.
Urzel. That's so satisfying.
Oh yeah.
Your first like big bad. Well, I guess Bailiff the Outcast was your first big bad, but
But this guy had a little bit more personal
yeah,
investment.
this guy's a little more
Yeah.
more personal for you
Can
guys.
we shout out? There's the concept of plot armor, but then there's the concept of wife doesn't have time for art armor, and I would
Yep.
really like to think that right
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Wife doesn't have
yeah,
time.
I have said
for
that this is
art
the last
armor.
time that I am doing that. So if anyone else
I've-
kicks it, that is it.
I have used both of our freebies. My apologies.
Yes, you have.
Technically, the first time you died, it wasn't a freebie. It was just we determined a turn order would have saved you before you
Yes.
got your second
Yeah.
death save.
Yeah, you
True.
did,
So
yeah.
it wasn't a
True.
freebie.
But
it was just
also-
recalculating out.
But also,
But also, if you die again, you could just be Prince of Farin and do a really tasteful accent the entire time. Because that
I don't
artwork
think-
is still there, so you wouldn't have to miss anything. It wouldn't be making more, so you could technically die one more time.
There you
Just-
go. There you go.
Well,
I
should
gotta
go.
work. I gotta work
Darian
on my
died.
accent.
If
You could
Darian
do
died,
both.
Arthur would just blow the the Nightcrawler whistle, and then Matt could just play the shambling corpse of Darian.
Wow, Darius corpse.
Zombie Darian.
Well,
I mean,
everyone,
there is that reborn race that you could probably.
Yeah.
try to
that's
make
very
that work.
true. That is
Become a
super
reborn.
true. I didn't even think about that.
What do you say? I'm sorry. I missed
There's
that.
the
the
reborn
undead
race.
reborn races. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's like a Frankenstein, like
Yeah.
brought
Yeah.
back from the dead, cobbled together body sort of.
There's
Yeah,
also a
yeah.
Revenant. Revenant by Revenant Rogue is really cool too.
Yeah, that's
Revenant
true.
is also a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you look
So
into it,
there's
there's
options.
really no mechanics for you to be able to die. Like you're basically brought back by the gods to complete a task, and so
Yeah.
like,
Well, I
every
mean,
time
once you
die,
complete your task,
You're
die,
done,
So
right,
There is,
but-
yeah. Well, there is. A way.
Right.
Well, everyone,
Weekend
thanks for
Darians.
watching,
Yeah.
and we will see everyone next week Monday for the next session. We are nearing the end here of our High Water Crown heist.
Yeah.
Hi, chat. I'll miss you.
Adios, chat.